Welcome back to the pack, guys, and welcome to week 79, day 6 of Arena and the Arena Chronicles. I'm on with Chase here pretty soon. I'm going to let him know that I'm going to be doing my stream at the same time. I'll do my stream at the same time, comma, I still have to do my arena matches. Also, there will be a 10 pull there. See how it goes. We'll hop back onto the Discord.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alright, let's see how this is.
Oh my god.
Testing.
Kage is in here?
Could be. Who knows?
Oh, I forgot there's only one in here.
The princess?
Not much. Got home now, getting set up.
Congrats on the, what is it, 3 awake now for the Shenlong?
Yeah. How many? Ask Chase how many he has on his.
Pity, right? Or nothing? I'd assume. I don't know.
I've not gotten Zenlon yet, but to be fair, I only did, 7 multis, so why?
Oh, I think I only did 5.
You did 7, including a paid and your tickets.
Oh, that's
I think
true.
You only went to the 4th stand.
Yeah, you ought to
no, you're
separate the paid from the rest of it, though.
I wasn't joking. Seriously, I think good on you for having the disclaimer at the end, like, stupid noobs, do not think that this is how this works.
Well, no, because somebody will get fucked. They'll absolutely go in thinking they can get that, and they'll get burned, and they'll be like, what the hell happened?
And you made sure to take a moment at the end and say, like, this is, what was I going to say? If you had already gotten the pity one with gems, it's very, very risky to chase after you've already gotten the pity on the standard stamps. Because then you've got no guarantee for, even in your example, it was another 78,000 gems. So.
Right, it would be crazy to try and go for the 5 awaken. It could absolutely burn you.
No.
Now, if, let's say, I end up getting another one through tickets by some weird stance of luck, I might chase it, but it's too risky.
What? The guarantee's 90K, and you could wait until you have a meeting spot ticket in that case.
Yeah, that's true. Which is never, because I spend those.
They say the 3 awakes all you need for, at least to be competitive. Like, Shenlong's not competitive at 1 awake in RTM. That's what I heard in JP.
I think that's most things now, unless they're very high natural agility.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, but it's just what the Japanese guy said in his video. He was just like, "Yep, no, 3 awake or more, and that's it." Like, don't kid yourself. Nothing else is competitively viable.
This into a recording, by the way, since we've got 2 of the greatest minds in DQT here, and our guest pack demon. So, all right, what's up, guys? Impromptu podcast episode. Should we really be calling it a podcast when it's never available on audio only?
I don't fucking care.
Me neither. Okay, anyway, we got pack.
We're blindfold. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
So anyway, I figured I'd just make this a recording since.
Any requests for name changes so I could troll Tuki's psychotic ass? You know, his
did you get
psychopathic.
A couple times in RTM?
No, not Tuki in RTM. I meant for the GVG matchup.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So you're just spanking them, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I could rename my account to Sociopath, God Complex. I could really go hard because those are all things that would describe him. Narcissist, you know. I could really bite into him a little bit here.
just do what I do to intimidate people.
Or I could go with like
Ancient
Kage's
names,
wife's
figure it out.
suggestion, which is like Tuki Dookie or something. I don't know.
Tuki Poopy.
Tuki Dookie, it rhymes.
Yeah. I don't know how gross this is going to be, but I feel like having an energy bar.
There you go.
It's just crinkling. I not really gross sounding. I mean, you could do a one-handed clap. That sounds pretty gross. Watch, I'll demonstrate.
I don't think I can do that.
I can.
But you would think that.
I'm on air, so my viewers can verify. I could definitely one-handed clap, but in more ways than one. But I'll show you the basic way.
Oh, that's an innuendo, boys and girls. Ladies.
I don't know. What does that sound like to you?
Sounds like a good time, fella.
I used to have this really long joke that I would make people sit through as part of an act, and I'd explain to them this whole thing about one-handed clapping, and how it wasn't like possible, and like your dreams, and trying to any dream that you dream of, you can do it. Blah blah blah, this and that. And I had this master who taught me how to listen for the sound of one hand clapping. And that was the end of the joke, is then I'd have everybody in the audience close their eyes.
So I had a joke that I loved when I was younger, and I don't know if it's lame or genius, but this will, like...
Well, you cut me off.
Smart people will just go like, you're stupid, and dumb people will keep asking, what? I'm like, there's only 3 kinds of people in this world. People who can count and people who can't count. And then you just look off, and they're like, yeah? What's the third? They'll just... I had one buddy in high school who was especially dumb. I couldn't even explain it to him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but the end of my joke was, you're trying to convince people, hey, you could, because the start of my joke was that I had this joke that I was working on for years, and I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't master it. And then I met this guru, and, he was, got me to, like, listen and meditate for the sound of one hand clapping. And once when I could hear that sound, then I'd, reach nirvana, I'd reach enlightenment, and suddenly, my dreams had been fulfilled. So I'd make the audience close their eyes, and then I'd do a one-handed clap with my actual literal hand, but their eyes are all closed, and it sounds like that. So basically, the audience thinks that you're just up there pleasuring yourself or something. It's pretty funny.
It amazes me how he makes himself laugh.
Hey, it worked. It worked for the audience, so, hey, I don't know. But that's a joke you could only do once, because it's like, if people know the whole, like, if you guide people through, like, a 5-minute long joke and get them to that point, it could really backfire on you.
Second joke and make it 5 minutes, but yeah.
Well, I was explaining the joke. I wasn't actually performing it, but the whole thing is the unnecessarily long explanation. Like, not explanation, like a journey kind of for the joke and the build-up, only for it to be paid off in like that kind of way. And then because everyone's eyes are closed, and it sounds like, but it's a literal one-handed clap. So I don't know. I found it worked for my stand-up bit. So I don't know. I can't hear you guys for whatever reason, I think. Yeah, I could see the green circle for Chase, but I can't hear anybody. Hold on, let me, do I have my laptop here? No, I don't. Let me exit and I'll come back. Testing. There we go.
A couple of messages like, this guy's asking weird questions. I think it might be Nibs. I'm like, Nibs doesn't ask questions, you idiot.
ask questions. He tells you how it is.
He asks questions. He just skulks and he'll DM you and like, Pac, what is this? I want to get embarrassed and like.
I think the problem was like he'll ask a question and he wants an answer, and if you're like, yeah, it's over in the menu tab. You think I don't fucking know where the menu tab is?
What do you think I'm a fucking idiot? I'm not a fucking retard. Oh boy.
All right,
Oh,
let's
God
see.
bless America.
We haven't had good comic relief since, but it's okay.
Yeah, we need to find a new white supremacist.
No kidding.
Okay.
So not the the hero we ask for, but the hero we deserve, or not the hero we deserve, but the one we need, or something. I don't know. You willing to step up,
I think
Chase?
It's
I
not
mean-
the boyfriend you asked for, but the one you need.
I mean, she's not wrong. I mean,
Have you had a white
says I'm
supremacist
homophobic, I
boyfriend,
just say that
Lady
Pax was
Kage?
bad.
Have you ever had a white supremacist
I
boyfriend?
don't have a problem with that, dude.
I mean, Pac's not gay, but $20 is $20.
And job's still a job, baby.
At least you're not unemployed.
Thanks.
All right. Well, Lady Kage,
Oh,
have you ever dated a white supremacist though? Just by like
ever what?
chance, have you ever just found out like someone you were dating was a white supremacist?
When I was in high school, I wouldn't say dated. I flipped around with this one guy who was like a skinhead.
Well, there you go. That answers that question. All right.
It was the music he listened to is hysterical. He would wear the Doc Martens with like red laces because each color laces meant something. I don't know what the hell. And he was listening to like this heavy metal punk rock band that was singing that song. These boots are made for walking, but the song was these boots are made for stomping, and that's what they're gonna do. One of these days, these boots are gonna stomp all over Jews. I swear. So yeah, that was interesting.
I think that's Kanye's new album.
Okay.
Kanye's new album.
Sup, Hutch?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yo.
Thanks, Hutch, for the 2 cent lawns.
Hutch even in my Discord? He is now.
You're
Oh, Hutch.
welcome.
Didn't want to miss the fun.
He asked to come over. I'm like, I'll just send him an invite.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Chase, why don't you have your viewers donating to you?
Which one?
I want to come over.
Oh, you had a Discord, Chase?
I want to come over. What, with Melissa Etheridge or?
Yeah. I want to come over.
I'm gonna have to
I don't
mute
know
the stream.
Hell with the consequence.
Yes.
That's not a song I would have thought of, but yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's okay. Fuck the podcast. We don't need to talk about DQT. It's late. Let's just do sober karaoke on chat.
Yeah.
Well, then we just all get shown up by Lady Kage. That's not fun.
All right.
I mean, like,
Well, there's 5 of us, so we can all pick our own Spice Girl.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
No.
That will be scary, Spice.
Baby.
Well, Nibs will get rid of Scary Spice.
I mean, definitely not hairy Spice.
I forget. Is Hutch a whale?
Somewhat.
He was, and then he stopped, and yeah.
Hutch, how was the celebration for you?
My first 40 pulls of the first 4 days were great, and then the last 6 were trash.
I had the same thing. If we're talking about the free tickets, yeah.
Yes.
The gem version, fantastic luck. Are you
I
in
had
whale mode right now?
pretty good luck. I got lucky with a sorrow on one of the 48-hour banners, and then I got my awakened third sorrow on one of the free pulls.
I did the
And
same
then
thing. Yeah.
I got 3 rap forms somehow to max him. He was sitting at awakened 2, and all of a sudden he's maxed now.
He could probably be pretty formidable at Max Awaken, yeah.
He's actually pretty good.
No.
I used him in a GVG fight and an arena fight, and since he goes last, what you can kind of do is set him up if he can like guess where the other units are gonna be. And he hit 6 tiles. I had him hit 3 people.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
nice, yeah.
He's always gonna go last. His agility is in the 300s. So if you set it up the right way,
Well,
can
at
do
least,
big
you know,
damage.
like, Chasers is relatively casual. We try in GVG, but I always tell, like, newer players and, like, average players, not the elites like ourselves, sometimes a surprise is worth going for in GVG. Like, when you don't know how to fight against a unit, like, I've heard some people have done this with Bones and Baramos, they're kind of like,
Yeah.
they're not quite meta, but they're good enough that if you've got a strong copy of them, throw them in your GVG team. It throws people off. They don't really know what to do against them.
Yeah, I
They're so
mean,
used to units
turn
that do the
2,
same thing.
Bones moves 4. Literally turn 2, he moves 4 movement. And his Zan attack is, I mean, it can be strong, especially at 130. I got Awaken 2 of him. I did the 48-hour banner with Spack. I did 1 jump pull and I got 2 awakenings on him. So I got him from awakening 1 to 3. I ended up with a diamond slime for his 3rd awakening at some point. I think the only thing I didn't get that I wanted was a Kid Terry one to get him to 3. Although I did get a Veronica one.
Yeah, this is definitely not the
she's
normal
at 4.
format.
No.
Yeah. I only had enough extra gems to try for 2 of the 48s, and I did get lucky. I had a similar story. I got Sorrow on my first 3.0 multi.
Nice.
And so then I took a chance at his 48 and got the 3rd copy, so that's awesome. 3rd awakening, rather. And then, I would rather have FAC than regular Corvus. But I got Corvus and ended up getting 2 copies of him because he was with Diamond Slime. That's a win-win.
Yeah, I ended up getting 1 copy of him, which is fine. I mean, I got 90 levels on his for the mastery, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I got... my Corvus is at 3rd Awaken now, so I got to start using him more.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if he's at 3, I'm sure he does good damage.
And I think, this is something like Erdrick really made me look at this more, especially now that we've got, real-time arena, which is, that's such a different thing to actually play against other people. I mean, agility has always been huge in GVG.
He is stupid strong turn 2. If you can't kill him, he is hurting people turn 2.
Yeah. But,
so how do you expect Chase to kill him without these good units?
He can't fight JP whale guilds like we do.
Well, that's true. He did get beaten by them, but so did the sub-guild. The sub-guild got beat by that one whale guild.
Anyway, what I was going to say is RTM, what's his name? Corvus is the kind of unit where the 2 extra awakenings gives him just enough agility to kind of hit another tier. Where it's like, oh, this guy isn't slow as dirt, necessarily.
Yeah,
it gives you a chance if you put some agility gear on him.
The whale that I faced in our GVG fight, whatever their toughest one, he had Sorrow Max, he had Erdrick at 3, he had some other person at super high agility. And he built for straight agility, and I just knew, like, oh, dude, like, I'm just going to take on their toughest guy. If I win, great. If I don't, then, whatever. It's just a battle of money at that point. I went in and I built for mostly agility, like a little HP, but my Sorrow had 580 agility, and my agility was pretty high. Didn't matter. His Sorrow had 640 agility. He killed 2 of my units before I could even go. So
Hutch was not coached for this one, and it ended in disaster.
Before he could even go, how is he going to get coached for that?
There was something I could do, to be honest.
Could have phoned a friend, Hutch.
I mean, I asked, no one answered, so I figured whatever.
I was busy.
Well, the dipshits in my...
I figured we would just beat that guild anyway.
Yeah, we did.
Our team from yesterday basically had one, toughest member, and I took him on just for the hell of it, and I thought I would go defensive, using my Diamond Slime, which I never do, so I'm clueless. So when I saw their setup, I'm like, maybe I can still blitz it. And, things lived by, a hair, so it didn't work, but, I took screenshots, I capped the agilities and stuff like that. and me and Outbreak sat in the chat for like 20-30 minutes going like figuring out like the perfect teams. It's like, okay, Sorrow, Hood, Elena, they'll neutralize Erdrick, Sorrow, and then you can and they'll take out they'll take out Erdrick and there was a Rose Garden together, so you take those out together, and then you can stun you know, the CGM, and it's a perfect 160. And then the other assholes that rematched them after, because I lost, because I did it wrong. The assholes that rematched them didn't even look at me. I'm like, I just gave you a perfect 160 team. And they got a 150, because they're fucking assholes.
What makes you feel any better? We put your sub guild in a sack and beat the shit out of them.
You beat my 13-member second guild?
Well, yeah, I mean, I figured you had 13 members because it's CG13.
Yep, that's it. They'll never have more than 13.
Makes sense.
That's not for real.
No, it's just a joke.
Okay.
So I thought it was a play on the movie rating, PG-13.
Kage Games,
And then
C
I
13.
mentioned that to Jen, and she's like, "Oh no, I made it like the movie, Ocean's 13."
There you go.
Well, you don't let women name your guilds, people.
I'm actually surprised you let her run one.
Oh my god. Now that my sexism is getting me, I've got my nuts
In
stuck
what?
back in my throat.
I'm surprised he lets a woman run his guild for him.
Oh, dude, I fly off the handle during GVG. It's a good thing Jen's in. I would have kicked like 2 or 3 people that I would regret immediately after by now.
Nah, you wouldn't have regretted it. I know you.
Outbreak.
You would have kicked the guy who sat there for 20 minutes and team built with you? You're an asshole.
I think we all know the biggest regret on kicking someone. Isn't that right, Peck?
Hmm?
Ah,
No regrets.
touche.
You just assume.
Yeah, because you kicked him, I ended up with 2 Zenlons.
There you go.
Hey, well,
That's
if
how
it
that
makes you
works.
feel any better, I would have rejected donations. Not that I do have a donation button up, but you know.
I'll fucking care. Free money's free money.
Yeah.
More power to you.
Now that you got some, you say that. You've
Yeah,
always ripped on
Pac likes
anybody
to
that
earn
comes
his money. Wink, wink.
No, I mean, I've had people try to give me gifts before. It's not in my nature. Like,
We know.
what was it?
Well, yeah, 'cause you don't want cream filling in your mouth.
No, I mean, like, we had, what was it? I was talking with Platt, and I was talking, hey, I might stream Dragon Quest 11. But because I was talking about the game, they were talking about the game. I hadn't played it, and he's like, "Oh, you got to play it." And I'm like, "Oh, maybe I'll." He's like, "Maybe I'll stream it then, right?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy it for you." I'm like, "Don't buy it for me." He has me on Steam, so he bought it as a gift, and then there's a button there that lets you refund it. So I was just like, "No, you're not buying me. You're not buying me things." That's weird. I don't know.
That's a little weirder because it's like, I don't want to give you any information on me.
No, it's not information on me. It's like it's just a
For
Steam
them to buy
account.
you a game, they would have to.
No,
They would
they're
have to
just
have Steam
they're
for
sending the
reference.
gift to your Steam inbox. It's like,
Yeah, he's doing like a gift through Steam. You don't need a lot of information for that.
Oh, okay.
yeah, no.
Pretty
That's,
bad with that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's pretty.
No, it's more
Pretty
it's
cut and
more
dry.
just the concept, the principle. It's just weird to me. It's foreign. I
You
guess
can't allow another man to give him things before they're married.
Were you guys
in
playing,
general,
like,
it's like you
dating sim or
don't.
something?
It's so
Fatal
weird.
Boyfriend?
I don't know. Taking gifts from people, even if they're not strangers, it's just strange because it's like it's just money, right? Like it's like here's $45.
Well, what would you like to get from a stranger then, Pat, that you would accept?
I mean, okay, let's say I got a birthday gift from someone that wasn't a stranger, right? Like a friend or family. I would rather it be something that they made personally. Like I could go to a store and buy myself a shirt. Why are you buying me a shirt, right? Let's say, right? It's like that's probably not going to be within your style or your fashion. What's the odds that they might actually give you something that you wouldn't be able to pick something out better for yourself, right? Like you'd probably pick out a better shirt for yourself that fits within your closet than someone else that wouldn't
I
know.
never buy clothes for people.
I hate it when people buy me clothes. I said,
For
please
yeah,
stop.
that's why I gave it as an example because I feel like that's like the perfect example that people could easily fuck up the purchase is like get you the wrong pair of clothes or wrong size or wrong whatever, you know? Just it's pretty easy to fuck that one up. But and then the gift card, it's like here's a gift card because I don't want to just hand you $50, but it's just $50 that you could only spend at this one place. It just it rings hollow. I don't know.
Show admiration with a number. You can actually quantitate.
So what do I do for your birthday? Do I give you a 50? Do I now give you a $50 gift card for your birthday? Is that the expectation? Because if we both give ourselves $50 gift cards, we net to zero. And whatever company that we're buying a gift card, now that you have store credit basically in that store, they're the only one that strike out because it's like
it enables you to spend money on yourself when.
Well, yeah, only that company, that store, that franchise wins. No one else wins.
I like gift cards because it's saying, hey, like, I know that you like shopping at this place. You know, you're probably going to get something here anyway, or like, you know, it's like something you might spend like weekly or monthly there at this place, and says, here you go, buy something you want at this place that I know that you get stuff from.
And what does that person do in turn for you when it's your birthday? Do they buy you a gift card to the place you then frequent?
I love gift cards.
It nets to being zero then in that case, basically. So they didn't really give you anything.
No, I mean, it's just anyway. It's just.
I can't. How old did you say you were when you moved to the States? Because I've got a friend that he's been here since he was 5, but like his family doesn't care about Christmas either. Like, it's just they're well, okay. So Christmas is just gift giving in America. So I think gift giving.
Are you explaining Christmas to me? What?
Did you say that you're from?
Oh yes, Allahu Akbar. Yes, of course. I worship Allah. Yes, I'm Middle Eastern. No.
You're a terrorist?
Yes, exactly. No. Armenians are part of the first Christian nation in the world. So so no, I know what Christmas is.
What I'm saying is the American version of Christmas.
They have gift giving all across the world. It's not. I get that. I mean, like, they still do gifts other places too. It's not just America. It's just more consumerized in America and some of the Western countries.
It's way more than just Christmas, by the way. This entire country is based on marketing in a shopping mall.
Yeah, of course.
I know all about that, Hutch.
But, yeah, no, gift. I think it might be a culture here because people just love giving and getting gifts here. It's like, oh, yes, it's my birthday. Please shower me with gifts, and it's like expected.
Do people get you stuff on your birthday? Chase?
I'd rather someone knit me a sweater or like make me something that like I can't get elsewhere. That I wouldn't mind.
I'll look it up.
Because if it's like I can't purchase it.
My brother just asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I'm just like, dude, like, don't
tell him you want to get Kage an Apple gift card.
Hot Topic gift card.
Oh God, I get Hot Topic cash on my
saying just get me a gift card because like I don't. Yeah. Dude, I don't know who to rank up next.
Well, we already got Zenmon, so I don't know.
Well, no, I have a spot on my level up team. I guess I could just go with someone who needs talent points. I could do Carver.
Maybe not first priority, but have you gotten Jade and Baron rank 8?
Yeah, they're rank 8.
Okay, yeah, because I was
the ones I can do
guides and stuff.
Ashlyn, Dora, the Dragon Baron, Extreme Killing Machine, Over Killing Machine. He has no awakening, so I'm not doing him. King Mortimer, Raptos, the Arena Cat.
By OKM's damage when came out. That was
Demon King, but he sucks. He needs like a Blossom bag.
I mean, are you close to a mastery where you could get, a mastery for his family if you get into
I am.
If you do that,
I'm not doing Estark or Prsarro because they need a Blossom like horribly. So they're fine at 120 for now.
You got Claria, you got Hood, you got Thwarthog.
Yeah. Dude, here I'll just show you. If you want to look in the Discord.
He's also got Jamirus.
Dude, that was insane. 40 pulls got him Awaken 3 with a shard.
Well, I'll get Jameris in 2.5 months for 30,000 gems.
So, this is who I got.
I have to hit watch stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do the Zam Dragon.
That's right. You're used to doing this, aren't you? I've never shared my phone screen in Discord.
Don't worry, you're like
a lot of
Game
porn
Vision
on there.
Well, there's always Orgodamir because he blossoms in 3 months, but it's a bit early.
He doesn't have an Awakening, so I'm just leaving him there.
Yeah. Did you get Zenlon?
Yeah, I had to use a ticket. I didn't get him
okay.
unpaid, and I'm just gonna do tack points until December 21st, and if I don't have another Awakening, I'm just gonna pity till I
Where's
get
your
one.
Seraphie still S7?
I just haven't done the Battle Road yet.
No, Seraphie, dude. If you're following guides ever, dude, they never have max Awaken Seraphie, so you're always like trying to mess with her agility. Don't fucking rank her.
I'm trying to sabotage him. Shut up.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of strategies you use in RTA, but apparently Gem Slime is good. He might be worth ranking up.
Well, no, I'm talking
Although
like
he's got a battle
level up for stamina because I can get him
Yeah.
Battle Road. So
Yeah, no. As soon as I
and
send
like
it,
I've got all these A's up, and like all the rest of the A's, like I don't know which A to use.
Oh, Meta Slime. Meta Slime 35 point. He does more heal 3 times as a reaction.
Which slime?
Yeah, this one. Oh, sorry, Sue Slime. My bad. Yeah, that dude has a First Awaken trigger ability that uses Great Heal or More Heal 3 times as a reaction to units within range 2. It could be a good thing to put against next to Diamond Slime for 35 points sometimes. I don't see people use them much, and I don't really know why. But if you're just looking for things to level, he doesn't have a Battle Road, and I would say it's a nice thing to have in your roster.
There's gotta be a reason why people don't use him. What's his weaknesses?
Frizz probably. Yep, that's why. Frizz and
Dude, there's so
Sizz.
many important things that are weak to Frizz right now. Like,
Yeah.
what the 2 automatic... Is there more than... The 2 automatic cover tanks are Forest Garden and... Sorry, Forest Dragon and...
Forest Dragon and Rose Garden.
Yeah, they're both weak to Frizz. Although
Does this guy have a Battle Road? He does, right?
you can't count on it coming back, so if you like him, might as well.
I mean, he does high damage. I mean, I don't know if we'll need him someday.
Sword? I mean,
Didn't
yeah.
JP just do Brave Exvius the same time in the calendar year that they did
Die?
last year? So the chances of it coming back are much less now, I would imagine.
Or if they are gonna do a part 2, we'd probably wait an entire fucking year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's been a year, that's not necessarily concrete proof, but I mean, it's been 1 year since Die came
I
out.
thought about doing this major, but I mean, I've never
Used
him.
them either, but you never know. You know, sometimes PvE content has weights too.
Yeah. Maybe Vendor Ghost.
He has a Battle Road, doesn't he? No, wait.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. In the Reminiscence.
You know what? I get confused. I get confused that the Summerfest units didn't have a Battle Road.
I can do Helion, but Helion's like it's not used in anything anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even think Kelly.
Oh,
he got Blossom, right? He was
The
that.
Shadow Knight can put out some damage. He doesn't have a Battle Road. He's
And he has
He's
yeah,
got a
I'll do
Blossom
him.
too, yeah.
He's got a Blossom. There we go.
And
Motherfucker.
so he starts off with only 2 move, I think, but he gets an extra move every time he kills something. He starts putting out some damage. I think it comes with attack buffs too.
He does get attack buffs when he kills someone. I think.
He gets attack and movement buffs when he kills something. But that's the problem though, is he's only moved 2 before that, I believe.
Right, so the chance of him actually killing something early on and then getting that is kind of slim.
Yeah, he's definitely PvE. If he was even move 3, it might see him as an occasional 35-point unit in arena, but you can't do anything with a 2-move. No range unit, so
Whatever. At least he's getting
It's
points for his-
crystals.
Dude, I've been getting lucky.
Dude,
All right,
I
time
barely-
for my
I'm
10
lucky
pull.
If I get like 1 or 2 a week, I think.
All right, let's
Now I
go.
lost track of your stories, Hutch. So you were in Arena Watch and now you're in Kage's guild.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
so
We got
yeah,
the next
upgraded.
part.
Now
You
so
missed
you
the
guys
first
just
bit.
reset every month. So shouldn't you be focusing more on your C and D units? Because that's all you have to use in GBG, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, we could
See
probably
what we
win
got.
with C&D units if we wanted to make it challenging. We just want to beat up on noobs.
You want to
Okay.
see all my?
Maybe we finally get our missing A rank.
They're all rank 8, Chase. They're all rank 8.
Oh yeah.
Most of them are max.
Max awake on that one.
Yeah, I've
Can't
got
say the same for our competition.
Good
I'm
work as
holding off on
always,
things with,
Jacob.
returning battle roads.
Good
to wait
work.
till rank and level them. But everything with a battle road that's below rank A, I've got max level now. So very accomplished.
I can't believe my inorganics are beating my beasts right now.
Hack and I were talking about that. Yeah.
It's kind of insane.
What's your next dragon? Rank?
Oh!
What's agility?
Nice.
It's MP.
Okay,
Oh,
interesting.
screw it. The magic.
is-
I did not expect that. He's not that good, but I just got Green
What
Arrow.
about your Dark Lord?
Hmm?
What about your Dark Lord? That's also not far.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Even worse.
So he's got 14 more, so then I'm gonna have to do 30. Get 30 more. I'm gonna get 10 from him.
So I got 2
I'm
Mendini
just gonna use
medals. That's what
tickets.
that was.
XP tickets. 'Cause he doesn't have
Oh
a
my
battle
god.
road. So then I would just need 20 more.
That's a silly 10 pull.
But
That's-
sadly, it's defense, which is the worst one.
And that's 3 gold
Yeah.
Mendini medals and 2
It's the
rainbows.
worst one.
Oh, so
5 silver.
What about let me see. What do you got your Zoma blossomed?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's he? I've heard that. I've heard a couple people tell me that he's kicking ass. I don't have the mats for mine until the 1st, so.
The top
I
end
haven't-
damage on his ability is crazy.
Here,
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought maybe
See how close
people
we
were
are to the next
overestimating it
dragon.
based on Frigid Wave, but then I realized that he stacks Wisdom and Potency every turn.
Every 2 turns. So it's on the even
Every
turns.
2 Oh,
Yeah.
so it's even terms. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So turn 2, turn 4, yeah.
So yeah, turn 1 he doesn't have crazy damage. It's
Yeah, I can get him over 600 wisdom.
Wow. Okay.
so only 50.
And he's
Well, you get him to
465
level
base
50.
agility? That's not terrible for a caster.
Wouldn't be terribly hard
I
to
just
do.
wish his dark robes
I
had
wish
better
this
improvement.
staff. I wish this staff had an effect. I don't know why it doesn't.
Okay. Agility.
Yeah, because his dark robes are only, they went from 20 to 30%. I'm like, you could have given him an extra 10%, you cheap bastards.
Hmm.
465. That's with my agility at 6 or 7%, I think.
No, because it turned it to 30% for 10 turns. That's actually pretty strong, I think.
HP. Be great for diamond slime.
Where is that ability?
Yeah, I didn't realize, because I'm an idiot, I didn't realize Frigid Wave was only, what is that, like,
One usage?
Rhombus 3 area, like Diamond 3.
Yeah, and it's only 1 usage every match.
Yeah.
So it's kind
So
of
you have to make it count.
well, I mean you're never gonna use it, so
Like PvE content and bosses, like
you might
stuff.
some bosses are immune, but I think you could use it on a lot of bosses, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that it was gonna, like, maybe have GVG use or PvP use. I'm like, yeah, because you could just, like, wipe out
Yeah,
Invasion and
do you-
shield
but-
and stuff, and you're like, dude, it's like range 3.
yeah, it's range. It's not even if it was range 4, he still wouldn't use it. Like it's taking up a whole action. Turn 1, he's never going to be in the zone to do it.
The
Huh?
entire enemy party that had, if you got rid of all attack, defense, evasion of all sorts, like, okay, I could see that. Although he's probably not going to go first.
I mean,
And I'm like, oh yeah, he's at most going to hit 1 or 2 members with that
Oh.
while putting himself on the front.
I will give you one context in which he could possibly use it, and it doesn't exist yet. Imagine a fact that wasn't like a evasion fact. He was a spell reflect fact. So he hopped on your entire team, and he had a spell reflect on. That's the only case where you would use it. Like if the rest of the team was too far away for you to hit the rest of the team, yeah, that's where you would use it. And that doesn't even exist.
It would take off Kaklang, wouldn't it? Is Kaklang immune?
It's not immune to it, no, from what I know.
It's not immune.
Would Kaklang protect the other status or the other buffs on a unit though? No, Kaklang itself removes everything, doesn't it?
I mean, it removes, it even removes the arena damage reduction.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you did have a unit Kaklanged, Zoma, let's say maybe Kid Terry boosted his movement, because there's no way he's getting in the zone for that, right? So Zoma uses Frigid Wave, knocks off the Kaklang. That unit is naked and could take, like, massive damage from the rest of your team. And I'm assuming...
I can get my Zoma's agility all the way up to 579 with the Beastmaster Claw. That's some good agility.
You get some better rolls in your
With Zoma?
I'm stretching here, but
My Zoma's way faster than that.
20, 18, and 19 on my Beastmaster.
Zoma could get rid of
My Zoma's in the high 600s.
immunity to status conditions, couldn't it?
I think. Hold on. No. Oh, okay, never mind. Looks like Zoma's... Okay, so I could only get my Zoma to 611.
Scrub.
For wisdom?
No, for agility.
Oh.
611? How?
Beastmaster Claw and a Wisdom Robe that was rolled for agility.
Wisdom road that was rolled for agility. Huh?
Never thought
But that's only 9. There's only 9 agility on that, so it's not crazy.
Should be one of them.
Yeah, you sacrifice one of them.
RTA, I went and re-rolled that fucking B rank, the agility B rank armor. Yeah, it's actually pretty useful.
So you either re-roll one of the, like, I don't know, the S rank armors for it, or you roll the, do you remember that?
The Princess Robe, maybe?
Yeah, Princess Robe would work. There's another one. So out of the A rank armors, there's one that has the exact same roll, but it's rainbow, but it's 5. It was the one on the yeah. There's the guy that was an icy and a fire unit from Die. Flazard, yeah. Do you remember the? Do you remember his artwork? How he had this like emblem on his chest tied by chains. So there's that armor, the emblem armor or whatever, the infernal emblem. That one has some decent rolls. Huh?
Does that get agility rolls on that one?
It has. It has as good of agility rolls as S rank, basically.
What's the name of the armor?
Infernal armor. Infernal emblem.
A?
It's an A rank armor from Die. Infernal emblem.
It's the one that looks like 2 chains coming out of
yeah.
medallion, I think.
Yeah, that's the one. So that one has it's exactly the same as an S rank robe, basically, even though it's A rank. It's just...
Is it a robe?
It is a robe, yeah. So Zoma can equip it.
I don't have this.
It was from Die. I'll send you screenshots.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I
I finally just started buying some S rank stones. Of course, I bought the wrong ones. If you guys ever want to re-roll your liquid metal jacket, that is clothing, not armor, because there's a fucking difference.
Yep.
yeah.
No,
It's gonna make you kill yourself.
Well, I mean, I guess it's right in the name that it's a liquid metal jacket, but fuck me.
Yeah, it sucks. That it's like that. Oh, I have over 200. I can reroll.
Now I want to take a look.
Now I gotta see if mine's got any. Yeah.
I mean, the frizz spell's not bad. It's just
Oh,
I've
mine's
got
got,
257. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here we
mine's
go.
got 9 agility on it. That's not.
that's what I have. That's not bad. Like mine is half decent.
I just got 8 agility on it.
Mine has 9 agility and 7% spell lock res, which was kind of stupid. It's what I had. It's the highest agility roll I mustered. I only have 95 left of this armor, so I'm not gonna mess with it, just in case if I need frizz crack type spell res. We do have that new armor that has it, but you know, that's for
Urgent
attack.
armor?
Yeah, the Erdrick armor, I have like 21% frizz spell res on that.
So I first had a decent crack resistance roll on it, and then I thought, dude, there's not much in crack spell. I don't know if Zoma's gonna change that. Is this Glacial Doom like awesome again?
I'd imagine.
But anyway, I'm like, so that's the only crack spell damage that's relevant right now. So I'm like, I'll go for triple HP because I don't really have an HP armor that's really that good. Or if I get a good frizz spell resistance roll, I mean, I don't think there's much arguing with frizz
10
spell
agility,
resistance.
6
Much
wisdom.
better.
I'll take that. That's a good roll.
That is great. Nice.
I will keep that. That works.
Sorry, what did
That's
you
a
say you got?
perfect roll, basically.
I got 10 agility, 5, and 6 wisdom.
Isn't
That's great.
6 wisdom the highest wisdom you could get on it, or no?
Let me look.
Is it a gold wisdom, or is it a...
You can get 18 wisdom, I think. 6, 6, and 6.
Yeah, it was gold
The
wisdom.
rainbow is 5, so yeah, it's 5 for.
5 for agility, 6 for wisdom, and gold wisdom's the highest. So I'll take that. That's
Yeah, you basically got perfect of both.
Yep, I'll keep that.
Yeah.
I've been on air on my side too, just instead of doing the podcast, just fucking around.
Friday
Yeah,
night.
this is pretty.
Yep, and then at some point I'll play Gundam with Rai. Poor guy's waiting.
They just did the 3rd DLC on Alliance. Oh, so this is 5 agility and 14 spell lock. I don't care.
Oh, I just got 8 agility and 5% spell lock, all gold. Alright.
I mean, that's enough to be useful.
How fast does your Zoma get to now?
Never mind, fellas. I just got 9 agility and 4 wisdom.
That's good.
Well, no. Okay, so I've got 9. I don't want to trade 3 agility for 6 wisdom, do I? I got 6 wisdom and 6 agility.
Not 3. If it was like 1.
Yeah. I'm
I also ended up getting triple agility roll on my Zenlong Claw 2019-19, so that's going to be good for Jamirus as well.
Oh, so you're not even going for the Shenlong rolls?
I kind of want to do damage for Zen.
No, because I looked at his agility and I'm like, he could definitely use some more speed for real-time arena. Because right now he's level 109, 3 awaken, and even with the claw on and the agility, what was it? I've got like an agility jacket. Let me see what I can get him up to. I can get him to like 540 right now. He's only going to get 21 more levels of agility, so I can't see him getting too much more.
Oh, yeah. So, same wisdom.
That breath is nuts, though.
Now I got 5 wisdom instead of.
But yeah, I'm literally just one turning in the battle road. If you're on my what's it called channel, like I just do turn 1, Ramia takes out 1 mob to the south, and then Zenlong just creams everything else.
He was creaming everything for me at like level 95-0 awaken. He was killing all of them.
Actually, I wonder if I could take away his leadership ability now. He can still do that. Try.
Yeah, because that would save you a little bit of time, wouldn't it? What level is he right now?
What's up?
Okay.
What level is your Shenlong?
109.
Oh, okay. So
Okay, I just got my current roll is 7% and 6% Aurora Breath with 17 agility. I just got one that's 7% Aurora, 18 agility, and 13 agility. Do I switch it?
Okay, let's try this. Let's see if
Extra 14 17 agility.
I mean, personally, if I was going to roll it for Shenlong, I would get 1 agility and 2 breath.
That's what I have right now.
And if I wasn't rolling it for Shenlong, I'd roll it triple agility. I mean, I don't have him, so.
Depending on what your equipment box looks like, yeah, it's probably. I would go with the, Pack Demon's better at this stuff than I am, but you'll still want to have like a triple agility, like Beastmaster's claws on them sometimes. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I have that.
Yeah, so now you got an option.
I don't know. I just like the fact that
Let's change our name.
the base for this claw is breath potency, so you can do full agility and have other units make use of it, like Jameer's CGM. You've got.
I feel like though you're gonna have like that one unit that's gonna go up with that you're gonna put Beastmaster's Claw on. So you're either gonna do that, or you're gonna want him to have damage.
Yeah, I can just one shot without leadership now. This is ridiculous. So 2 actions, no leadership, insta clear.
Nice.
That's busted. But his breath is +10.
I think I'm gonna keep the double.
And then just to add to the luck, I got from 0 to 10 in 58 books, which is pretty fucking good.
Okay. I just got an 8% with 17 and 18 agility. I might switch it. That is 7% less. Never mind. I also have a roll with 8%, 6% with 16 agility. Oh, jeez.
These rolls
So
fuck me up, man.
That's not bad.
These-
You gotta remember that
these
this
rolls
system
fuck me up.
sucks, so
Yeah.
if I get something that's like, I don't know, 80% of what I want, usually just take it. Especially
I mean,
SS rank stuff.
I have the 8% with double agility. I might do that. But double potency is also good.
Why don't they just, like, let it cost gold or something, or, like, gems, but I wish we could pre-save a few rolls on a weapon. That would be dope. Or weapons where you could pre-save, like, a few rolls.
Did it with the skills after a year and a half, so it's possible.
Well, something I think that they should do is like, if we alchemize something 100, 200 times, we should be able to like set one of the one of the nodes. So like if we farm something enough, if we spend the stamina, spent the gold, and like did it enough times, like.
So you're saying like a alchemy pity?
Yes.
They're not going to fix it because they know what they're doing. It's a gold dump in a game that makes, gold is needed for absolutely everything. People are willing to buy gold, so no, they're not going to let up on that.
Yeah, they put it in the packs. I ended up getting the rank up pack, and it was like, oh, there's gold in here. Thank God for that. I kind of need some finally.
Oh, I don't know to go with the double agility with the double potency.
What's your Shenlong awakening at?
0.
What are you planning on taking him to?
At least 1.
And that's with the fragment?
If I do it. But it won't be till later. It won't be till December.
Well,
Did you
Let me look up what his agility is at 1 awaken.
The max I plan on taking 2 or 3, but that'll be in December. But I'm definitely gonna get him to at least 1. It just really depends how tax points go.
Alright, so what is it, like 48 for dragons right now in family rank? 1 awaken, he'd be 428 agility, so what's the base agility on that weapon, 20?
Yes, 20.
It's 20.
So what's your roll?
Right now, I'm at 17 agility with
So
6 and
37
7%
on top of that,
potency.
so he'd be at 465?
That's... What,
I don't think that's
why,
really enough.
why would I go double agility then? It would just be better because so many units outspeed him.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to, and then you're still gonna want full agility on a better agility weapon sometimes. But
Yeah, it would just be Beastmaster Coral.
honestly, I think the double agility version of that is pretty much just gonna either be for a defense setup or casual arena, or you can afford to go first or second rather. I mean, anybody that is bringing agile units, especially if they put agility on them, they're all going to be well over 500 agility. So, and that's just casuals, you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do damage.
All right, let's switch to Tukey cringe here.
Oh no.
I am taking suggestions. I had a few listed up on Nidhogg's Discord and a few other places, but I am taking suggestions.
I gave you mine already.
Tukey Dookie?
Oh,
What?
Pukey.
Well, same difference.
Second guild dudes like revolted to Nidhogg, or changed their secondary guild name to
Yeah, something like that.
YA Army or whatever that was.
Funny, because in mythology, the Nidhogg eats the Yggdrasil tree. It consumes it, like, or destroys it or something.
Oh, well, that's super clever. Okay, I don't.
Yeah.
I never knew. Nidhogg is something I see in Final Fantasy games sometimes, and that's all.
Need to put Tuki Pato, because Pato in Spanish means fag.
Tukey Pato?
He's definitely one with that hat.
Yeah.
Oh no. Isn't he obsessed with big titty anime waifus or some shit? Because he's a weeb?
Wait, what?
Isn't he obsessed with big titty anime waifus because he's a weeb?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
He always has one in his thumbnails with like and on his server and other places. It's very in your
I never paid enough
face
attention to that dude. His
I wasn't ever sure if I should feel bad that I like immediately found him cringeworthy.
Oh, he
Like,
is
am I just
super
an-
cringe.
I mean, I am an asshole, but I'm like, is he annoying?
No, not you.
Like he needs a 10 out of 10 for the cringe score on the classic the list that Kage and Nib were making way back when. You know, wasn't it actually
Be the top of that whole list.
was it Nib's list? I feel like that was Loliet was the one making that with Nib. It wasn't just Nib, right? Back in the day.
It was me, Nibs, and Loliet were messing with it.
Okay. Yeah, whenever Nib was messing with it, there was just a lot of bias going into it, but like everyone else was pretty fair.
You scored a 10 in my sophistry list.
It's funny because it wasn't even sophistry. It wasn't even sophistry. That was the funny part. Like people were just saying factually true things, and he called it sophistry. You know, I'm just like, but that's not sophistry. That's okay. Fine, you could say someone was being making an ass of themselves, right? But like, and socially inept is not being a sophist. Like, you don't need to be socially inept to do sophistry. You could be socially adept and be a sophist. You're just bullshitting. You're fucking lying out of your ass about some sort of phenomenon or something that doesn't exist. You know, that's a sophist. Because of this natural principle that blah 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 blah, and they'll make shit up. But that's not being socially inept.
It's not that his dick is soft.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
Sophist? Yeah,
I had
maybe.
to Google it, and that's what Google said.
Well,
Maybe I
to hang out with him, you have to be a sadist, but
Oh, good one. Anyway, I was just making fun of myself because I've never heard of that.
That's my last.
Well, I thought you have to be a masochist to hang out with them. But, you know, teach their own.
hey, listen, you hung out with him the most. My God, how many?
I tried.
did you try to talk him off of?
I don't know, but I feel like all those ledges were bullshit. It's just like
Right? Well, I think that very first one was kind of real because you failed and then I had to step in. But yeah.
I wasn't even there. How could I fix that if I wasn't there? Like the Discord call wasn't
We
working.
didn't know the technology was at fault. We thought you just gave up on him and left him to die. But yeah, it's okay.
I would have left him to die.
Did Tukey have like heartbreaking voice calls with you, like Nibs did, or something like that?
Oh, he cried on call. He cried on call with me.
I remember that.
Yeah. Crocodile tears, those ones, but you know, he cried. Or maybe for all I know they were real. I feel like he's a narcissist and not borderline personality disorder. But if he was a borderline personality disorder, they're real tears. But like if he's a narcissist, they're crocodile tears and he's faking it. But I don't know, man.
Claims of autism are pretty casual in this community. It's like,
Oh,
which of us
you wouldn't be
has
wrong.
some kind of social disorder?
It's like it's not hard to nail it.
Gave themselves that moniker without us saying it. They were like, well, like a certain NIDS was like, I'm kind of autism-y. I was like, what? He actually used that as a word. Autism-y. I was like, well, and then another time he brought something up.
It's funny because he diagnosed himself with everything other than what he actually had.
Because, well, I wasn't really diagnosed. I'm like, oh, so you're just owning autism because what, you think that's cool? Like, I'm so confused.
He diagnosed himself with everything that he wouldn't mind having, but he didn't want to be diagnosed with whatever his mom had. And I didn't know
Right.
like his whole shtick with that, but I was like, no, you have what your mom has. And he's like, you just told me my worst fear. And I was like, well, I'm just being honest. Everything you described about your mom, that's you. That's like literally you to a T. So
I'm close enough with you guys all that I need to let you know that I've diagnosed myself with anorexia.
I was gonna say,
you're bulimic. Yes, I believe you.
Yeah.
what are your preferred pronouns?
I was gonna say nibophoria.
I need to know Chase's pronoun.
A ghost.
Fuck it. Everyone's pronouns now are it and they, because I don't give a shit. Like,
Those pronouns are definitely not Zen.
well, because that's what it is in Armenian. Like, you don't get like in Armenian, there's no gendering. It's just it's it and they, and that's it. Everyone is either an it or a they, like plural or singular. That's all you get.
Did you see that? I showed you that pack that that one for the Taliban says all transgender pronouns are was and were.
That's the one I sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know who had sent that to who, but I
Yeah, I sent that to you. That was hilarious. If I had that,
Gender neutral stuff. Like
we gotta resend that.
Pandering people did that for Latina people when they tried the Latinx thing, and then they
hated
Latino, and they're like, we absolutely hate that. I think it was like 98%.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Basically, universal hate for the term Latinx.
Okay, here's the thing. Latino and Latina are strictly in the Spanish languages. They make that differentiation. In English, it's just Latin. So we don't need a Latinx because Latin is gender neutral. What the fuck?
Well, the word man a lot of the time is gender neutral. Mankind. It just means human.
Mankind.
The word man is literally an inhuman. The word man, it had some sort of Germanic root where it meant.
Man is being used. It's just Latin. Latin is the descriptor. It could be male
Well,
or female. So
the word man.
Another descriptor. I have no idea. It's ridiculous.
The origin in Germanic, it's interesting because it was literally the word for human, and then we adopted it as the word for man.
Languages, and then there's American English, and we just make up shit to make ourselves feel better.
Yeah, no shit. Well, I think I'm Italian X. Is that okay?
You're a gangster?
Yeah, I am.
I think in the old Germanic, there used to be a word for male human and then female human. And then for whatever reason, the word man, which was the word human, essentially the root, became the word for, male human. And then the word female became for female. It was weird. So they dropped the whole male human and just human became the word for man. And weird shit happened. But so they actually co-opted the word for human to use for man, for the word man, which was used for for human. Fuck it. That's too confusing to even explain. I'm done.
You really...
Yeah,
I lost. But you know what I mean. You know what I fucking mean.
So I mean, were you a fan of Mankind, Cactus Jack, or Dude Love?
You lost me.
I could see him putting a sock in his mouth.
Oh wow.
Oh my god. That's how you make money on your streams, Kage. Charge people to put socks in your mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Dude. You'll get 5 heart Zenlon, Sage.
That would be a way to raise money, right? You pay us money and we torture Kage in unusual ways on camera. I will be the executioner.
Jesus Christ.
I will be happy to put on one of Kage's masks and then come do bad things to him on camera.
I think Kage's scared because he knows there's enough people that'd be like, wait, $20 and his wife will snap a rat trap on his nipple?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you would totally pay for that. Aces would just be the first one to donate.
Can you imagine all the BDS would be lined up for that?
Well, if they had money.
BDS for BDM.
Oh my god.
It's BDSM, come on now.
There you go.
Ashes usually have some leather and BDSM gear sitting around, I think, so.
I just like how they hate Chase even after all this. Like, they can't admit that, there were some problems with the game and that everything was perfect.
Well, it was obviously that. And look, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus because it's way too late for that, but they're like, because you're toxic. I'm like, have you ever met a player named Kage? The fuck are you talking about?
So what? Okay.
Toxic enough to be kicked out.
All right, Kage. So where did the shift happen for you? Because there are some complaints that Chase was making way back when you were just not on board with it.
Before it was
the 50
cool.
scout. It was the 50 scout that pissed me off.
Right.
Yeah.
But just cause everyone's pissed about the 50 scout and Chase, is going to be pissed about anything that happens incorrect within the game, that doesn't mean like.
Do not pay attention to all the things we get fucked on. They're like, oh my god, this is so unusual. I'm like, it's not even close to unusual. This is
because they showed something in JP, they made a variation of it, they gave us a watered down version, and then after we asked what's going on, they said, oh, maybe we'll get the other version later. Oh, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be copy-paste, but I know I've made this joke with probably each of you before. It's copy-paste in the style of serial killer's letter to the police, like bits and pieces. And you're going to miss some of the good stuff. That is copy-paste in this game.
I can tell you what turns around for me. If anyone cares.
Huh?
It was basically to torture Nibs. Because...
Well, he's gone now, so, I mean, there has to be something else there.
Well, I mean, for me, it was basically Nibs, when we made the Nibs bot, he was bitching and whining and crying. And he's like, this is unusual torture. You do your worst to me than you ever did to Chase. I'm like, dude, we've been torturing Chase for 2 years. We've been torturing you for 2 hours, and you're crying like a bitch. You know what? I am going to go get Kage to get a hold of Chase, and then we're going to really show you what fucking torture is, because we're going to put him in your place. That's home. And that's
then we lived happily ever after.
Because when he bitched, I was like, you know what? Chase has been taking our shit for 2 years, and he's manned up. And after 2 minutes, you're crying like a bitch. Man, go to hell.
And I'm just glad, like, I stayed away from that whole Nibs thing. Like, everything I heard, I just heard it from, like, I never heard it, like, in a Discord or, like, saw whatever. Like, I just heard it from everyone.
There's a lot of downtime between events. You need some drama.
Well, at least you get to feel good knowing that your replacement was a racist psycho who caused a lot of problems for the guild.
I do sleep sounder knowing that.
I just look back and laugh on it.
We can't forget when you got hutched. It was on Memorial Day, and the quote, my quote was, he got killed on Memorial. What was it? You get killed, and then thanks for your service, or something like that.
Dude, it was. I went to the Weird Al concert at the Ryman in Nashville, and my kid sent that fucking message during the concert. I'm just like, oh, that's fucking great. Didn't answer it. Next morning, I like checked my phone to go to respond to it. Finally, the message is not there. It's deleted. I'm like, oh, did they change their mind? Okay, I'll just leave it. You know. Then I get sent the message again. I'm like, I read it the first time, you assholes.
That is kind of funny.
Well, I'm not gonna respond to it because I'm at a concert, you know. I'm just trying to enjoy the concert. I'm not gonna respond to it right away.
Everybody was up in arms. So me and Kage were laughing the whole time. We were fucking with everybody. It was great. We're like, yeah, you assholes. We're sitting there giggling like school kids. It was great.
Yeah, it was awesome, and even to this day, you guys still don't consistently beat Starfall.
Consistently means it. Never mind.
Is it 1 out of 5 now?
It's a lot. They've lost
Something like that. Something like that.
But, you know, I was talking to Pack about this, I think in text earlier in Discord, like, dude, I think they're starting to make 3 and 5, 3rd and 5th Awakening perks so strong that, like, I mean...
Oh, yeah, there's some huge power creep going on right now.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this unit is like, you know, S tier at 1 Awaken, but it's S++ with 3 or something. I mean, they're adding...
Jamir's Awakenings where he regens HP and MP for kills.
Yeah,
kills
I
on
really
either side.
wanted to get him to 3, but I wasn't gonna fuck with that.
Who was that? Neljo?
Jamir's.
Jamir's. His
right. Oh,
his
yes.
Awakening 3 regens HP and MP. It's insane.
Well, I mean, this Omega dude coming up on JP, I've gone on about him enough. I can't remember what it is, but this 3rd Awakening is stupid. I think it builds power or something like that.
Honestly, I'm thinking they're making 3rd Awakenings way better than 5th now.
Well, 3rd Awakenings, I mean, yeah, you could get lucky. Sure, you could get like an extra copy or 2 in your first stand card, but for the most part, dude, you're gonna. I mean.
When have they ever made 5th Awakenings better than 3rd?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if it's broken, but yeah, Omega, who's already pretty strong, he does the thing where, you know, whenever he attacks something, he gets a 1-turn martial buff based on the number of enemies attacked. So his 3rd Awakening lets him go turn 2 with, I'm gonna guess, a 45% potency boost.
Well, if he doesn't miss.
Up, but I can't tell
if he doesn't miss, yeah.
Does he have AoE?
Plenty.
Well, he's got.
He does.
I believe his
He has
attacks
an
are
AoE.
both. Okay, so he's got a spell. So this seems to be for martial only. So his 3rd Awakening, he's got. All right, so you know the fan damage range. It's that with an extra row of tiles. So
It's like Red Hood.
And then 3, 3, 3. So.
It's like Red Hood, okay.
With an extra little dot at the bottom.
Yeah, so it goes 4 tiles long, and then, you know, the first one is just the square in front of him.
So even though he's 2 move at Awakening 1, he has fucking range.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Zombies Blossom didn't have move 3, but I think they made him strong without it.
Yeah,
I was very shocked. I thought it was like, it's a lock for him to get movement 3. And I think they nailed it.
Oh, talking about Omega, though, besides the fact that that's a lot of range and whatnot, he starts with Spell Reflect and 40% evasion. I don't know if you guys remember.
What the fuck?
Yeah, at Awakening.
And then you can have a unit with...
Stop with that.
That's literally... I mean, yes, he has 40% evasion. That's not... You know, if you take this guy on, that the only option is Breath. So he's only weak to Breath. And only Zap as well. He has all elementals
except for
Zap.
That's nice. I like that.
So he has all elements except for Zap.
Oh, he's weak to confusion though. So
there's that.
So CGM would be a good counter for him.
Yeah. So I mean, you can barely hit him with 90% of your box, and then the 3rd Awakening lets him just destroy half the battlefield on round 2. So.
Yeah, he's pretty hit or miss, literally, because he could hit or miss. I saw somebody literally beat a team that they were losing against because towards the end he kept missing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he's a bit slow. I'm not trying to argue that he's broken, but I mean, you fucking want that thing, don't you?
Yeah.
I wish we could start getting units like would get Spell Reflect or Wake or Evasion or anything that's just like make them hit something first, make them kill something, make it start on turn 2. Like, let them do something to trigger.
I mean, he's got some pretty low agility. He's got 448 agility at Awaken 3 with, let's say, 30, 35. Wow, Master Range's going to go up a bit because of all those units we're going to be getting.
Yeah. I see that like this though, like units that just have spell resist or whatever it is that they have at the start evasion. You have to pick certain units based on because they have the resistant to whatever they have spell reflect. So even if they just have that at the start, like it's affecting your loadout instead of them getting it after they get a kill, after they put a hit on someone, after they do something, instead of it, like a reward system. Instead, it's just, oh, here you go for free, and then that affects your loadout.
Oh, by the way, are any of you guys interested in looking and or talking about the Halloween units that JP just got? Yeah, I've got them pulled up. If you guys, I think I should be sharing my screen on Discord. You guys can see them there. Go to the database yourselves, whatever you're doing.
Nice. Was it someone
Halloween
in the chat? Is the Veronica thing? That thing looked nuts.
Now keep in mind the database is not perfect. I love this tool, but keep in mind this I think you would say is her main ability, Flame-O Lantern, whatever that'll be called. What this is missing is that it has a often chance of stunning.
That's strong.
Yeah. She also has I don't know how much this will factor in, but something that we might want to bring up right away is that she has an S rank weapon that actually has slots that can increase the stun chance on that ability by up to 5% each roll. So 28 wisdom, 4% spell power, and then it can roll up to wisdom 9 or 10, and and then it's got a. Hey, do you guys know this offhand? So she's got a counterattack. I think everybody knows that those abilities are always at ability level 0. But do weapon perks, potency increases affect that?
I think the one that does is Purvis's sword, I think. Like,
I'm not sure because so
I think something increases his counterattack. It might just be the zap damage itself.
Yeah, so instead of increasing the damage on her AoE Frizz spell, you increase the stun success chance of it. And then Darko Lantern is a single target Zam spell, range 1 to 4 though. But let me see, what do you need? Her third awakening is that when an enemy is stunned or confused by a companion skill, including yourself, enemy is within range 1 to 4, attack with Dark Lantern. So you get a range facial follow-up on stun and confusion.
Jeez.
So it's like Baramos's Blossom, but much better.
That's the gacha life. Power creep is literally the way to get you to spend more money.
So not necessarily the most broken thing, but I mean, that can fuck shit up. Let's see.
I mean, yeah, that's a bunch of status effects and range and power.
First awakening gives her, if at the start of battle or start of action, if your HP is 50% or more, reduce damage by 30%. This is a keyword. I know this is through translation. I've not seen this before. I think that the text of this just means that you're insured to get it your first turn. It's a little hard to tell. But yeah, so she gets 30% damage reduction first turn, and if she's over 50% HP, which isn't bad. And she, whenever any enemy unit, I believe, is inflicted with any status condition, 100% physical evasion for a turn. That's base.
Jeez.
She's also got a moderate type of spell damage that occasionally confuses, range 1 to 4. That's her first ability. So.
Who?
This is Halloween Veronica.
She has one that often confuses, I think. The translation's off.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and then her coup de grace, it's turn 3, it's straight line 5, Inflicts major spell damage to all enemies within range, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. I believe it's every status condition. There's a rare chance of inflicting. Again, straight line 5, major typeless spell. It's a turn 3 coup again.
I'm looking forward to turn.
I'm surprised it's turn 3.
Sorry. The description says rare, but it's actually very rare. Huh.
I'm just surprised that's turn 3 coup, to be honest.
Instead of turn 2? Yeah. Yeah, they've been doing that more. So, okay, this is still strong, but it's a very rare chance. They do that a lot on the database. When it says, you got to remember to check that more. When it says rare, it often means very rare. So, and anyway, yeah, so this move with the often stun chance, this has the same range as the old Veronica's bang spell, so you don't need a target in the center, which makes the aiming a little nicer. Gives a little bit more range, because you can hit something 4 squares away, basically. So, yeah, pretty nice. And you can see her agility is 428, which isn't great, but it's enough to put agility gear on her and outspeed casual units.
Do Awakening's effect XP you get in battle roads?
No.
No.
Because my bird and Zenlon are on 2 different levels here. Like, is there different level scaling for the rankings then?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Did you say it was like an S and an A or something?
Yeah. Because my A rank is 109, and the Zenlon's 114.
Yeah, once you start getting within the last 20 or 30 levels, they go slower. So if you've got a D rank and a C rank, the C rank will hit level 100 slower. Faster than the D, because 100 is the max level for the D. I forget when that starts off, but it's like...
It's a pretty big D.
Okay.
Level 100D, huh?
And then
Grinding for a while with that one.
This is the other one. This is an A rank. I thought this was going to be the other gotcha unit. It turns out this is the farmable, which I'm glad, because it's actually a pretty neat looking unit.
I didn't see anything good on him. The zombie at least seemed like he has some sort of confusion breath and confusion chance up, but I think he's the gotcha one.
Okay, so now remember, this is so he's going to be move 3. He's got Pumpkin Drop, which is Zam Marshall with the range of it does the plus sign right in front of him, so it's just like Pearly Gates on Knock. But at 5th Awaken, he has a occasional follow-up whenever he attacks.
Oh.
So you've got a 40% chance to follow up with, I think it's his second ability. Yeah, so you've got a 40% chance to follow up with Boulder Throw. I believe it's going to be a relatively weak hit. I believe it's Marshall. Also has a 40% chance to bind. It's not huge, but any follow-up is nice, so...
It's extra damage.
Yep.
I mean, Diamond Slime's follow-up is a good chunk.
I'm just happy this guy's going to be 130 for tomorrow in case that guild is somewhat tough.
Oh, and you know, it's 1,248 HP and 537 defense, which is pretty good for an A rank. Oh. Anyway, and then Lumbering Jack, that's the banner unit with Veronica. I don't think this thing was anything special, but it's got a T-shape.
Yeah, the confusion.
Breath with confusion, yeah.
Yeah, and then at Awakening 5, I think he gets like confusion up.
I'll get there, Kage.
Oh. Skipping ahead.
Just wanted to make sure that the confusion chance didn't go up a leveling. I know that it doesn't, but you never know. I think there are some damaging abilities where you can increase the effect chance, I think.
I don't remember them. mean, I'm sure there's a couple, but I don't remember them off the top of my head because they're few and far between.
This is Undead. Undead family rank 45. That sounds about right. Let me see. Third Awakening. When you are defeated by an enemy's attack, the enemy is within range 2 to 4. Stall breath is activated. That's probably its third attack, but sometimes it's something different. Oh no. Okay, it's lame. It's when he dies, he has a 100% chance of agility down one stage, so 20% less agility.
Woo!
I mean, GVG?
Look, you can tell me like how it can be useful, but yeah, that's. When you think about real-time arena there in GVG, agility's probably the best thing to have. So, if it's a niche thing, I mean, it's the best niche thing to have.
Who are we talking about?
Oh, the Spooky Veronica's A rank.
That sounds a lot better than Curse.
It does what?
Then oh yeah, it's better than Curse, yeah, for sure. It does have it's got Invigorate or whatever they call it. It can reduce its own damage by 50%, increases power by 1.5 for one turn. I don't usually like stuff like that, but I mean, maybe in PvE you can find a use for this. Because yeah, it'll have a 90% against weak. Here's the if you got this thing to 5 Awakening, I don't know, 90% chance of confusion on confusion weak units. It's not. I would take that risk sometimes. Still doing major martial damage, major breath damage.
I mean, 90%. I'm doing it every time.
Yeah, no, obviously there's better units for confusion, but if you want to bring something for 35 points, I mean, yeah, 35, 90% chance of confusion with some major breath damage typeless for 35 points. Actually, well, let me see, what's his? Oh no, his agility is only 379. A lot of HP though. He's not gonna die easily. But he's probably weak to Frizz, isn't he? Yeah, weak to Frizz and Sizz. Now he sucks.
Weak to Frizz and Sizz. That's just
it's
unplayable, man.
If he's not
Can't.
amazing, you don't want to use it.
Oh yeah, totally.
So good luck.
I can't remember if this armor headpiece was.
Oh, by the way, both of you are wrong about Dragon Quest 11 2D. It's great, and I hate you both for lying to me.
2D?
You're an idiot.
Yes, I am, but still a great game.
Hey,
There's a 2D version?
I'm glad you like it, Kage. I couldn't deal with it. It didn't feel like.
Wait. There's a.
I'm just gonna say it didn't feel like Dragon Quest 3, so that's why I didn't like it.
Wait. What? Okay.
No, it's the worst 2D mode of any Dragon Quest game. It's not. It's such a subpar experience compared to a good 2D.
Says the guy who plays DQT.
That's a different kind of thing. Dude, I don't know how you deal with those text boxes. They're terrible.
I've played some pretty bad games in my time. I don't
Yeah,
let it bother me.
I don't have patience for bad games. Dude, 2D mode in that game it disgusted me, and I was very excited for it.
I didn't even know there was a 2D version of that game.
Kingsfield back in the day.
I didn't know there was a 2D version of that game, though. Dragon Quest 11?
It's in the definitive edition. It came with it. And I was like,
I didn't know that.
That's the only way they're going to get me to play this again.
I had no idea. I'll be honest.
Wait,
So
did they change it from the original? Because when it came out on the Switch, I bought it. Is that the definitive edition?
I don't know. This one was on the PS4, PS5 when I'm playing, and we got it for free with the service.
See, this is the problem when they come out with all these different fucking versions. Like, make like 2 versions max. Please.
Still that to Persona 5.
Don't you talk anything bad about Persona 5. I've never played another Persona game, but I love 5.
I wish they bring 4 over. 4 would be good to play on the new gen.
I had someone asking a question that they were already in Plat 5. Do they need to do anything for the pre-tournament too? Because apparently there's a second pre-tournament. I wasn't paying attention.
No, you don't have do shit. If you're Plat 5 already, you can just jerk off.
So why is there a pre-tournament 2? Why is that a thing?
Yeah, I have no idea.
That makes
I'm
like
assuming
no
it was
sense.
probably supposed to reset, but it didn't, just to fuck us so we couldn't get that gold again.
No, it didn't. I think that was how it was playing. It was just, I don't get it, and
I mean, how long is that?
Happy about
What is that, like 3 weeks to do it? It's a long time.
About
reset
2, I
it.
think. I don't know. It feels like longer because it's. I don't know. I'm not having that much. It was fun for like a couple battles, and then it was like, whale, and then I have a chance finally.
I mean, I got the Plat 5 and I haven't touched it.
I just don't get the people who are at Plat 5 and they're still getting like stupidly high scores, and it doesn't make any sense to me. You don't get anything out of that.
Bragging rights. I think.
I mean, some of those people can't brag though. I mean, as soon as you find out what this one guy's Jameer's agility is, he leaves the main court and hides in his room.
I think didn't they make a TV show about that? The Biggest Loser.
Yeah, it's called The End.
That's what the RTA board is this week. Like, look, I have less things to do than you.
I should go see who those losers are.
I mean, look, we all spend too much time in this game, but yeah, I can't stand playing things that don't have any level of reward.
Yeah, what's the point? It's like, I play Octo every day. I log in for like 15 to 20 minutes, do my dailies, log out. There's no point doing anything else in the game.
Yeah, that's what
Sounds like kitchen.
I mean, they're gonna have content.
Snap game, Marvel.
Plat did. I looked at it, and so did I think Metazoa played it. Just I don't know.
I watched him play a deck, and I couldn't understand what was going on at all. I could only tune in for like 5 minutes. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Which, I mean, yeah, I don't know the game's rules, but most card games you can kind of see what they're going for.
Yeah, so the end is at 52k points. Somebody named Pecco's at 54k points. Like, congratulations, you're some dude in Korea who doesn't do anything. And oddly enough, there's 425 people ahead of me where I left on Plat 5.
I think I fell down to like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, I just don't see the value in playing unless there's, more rewards for points.
Oh, what about Zoma's Castle? How'd you guys do? You get all the stuff? All the good stuff?
I need to go in and do that now that I've got it long.
Yeah, I have to get a little more. I hit just above 200k, like not even trying.
So does overkill damage on all the mobs add to the score?
I believe it does, yeah.
And that's better than trying to go fast, right?
I think that's the play, because Install's in my guild, and he's, is Install still top 5 last I checked?
I think he's 2.
Jesus Christ, he's in the sub guild, and he's ranked 2 on that.
He's like 2 or 3.
I'm not even worried about the crystal. I think I scored like 165, so I think the orb is 185. That's all I want. I don't even care about trying to get the extra crystal. I mean, yeah, sure, it'd be nice, but I'm pretty apathetic when it comes to challenges in DQT. I do not enjoy them.
Well, because like all the EX fights, like I guarantee you, people would be doing those EX fights if it gave an orb, if it gave
anything.
Well, just look at the arena. I'm sure there was a high arena turnout when they had the orb for the challenge. Like anybody who couldn't get Master, 1 for that arena, I just feel bad for them. I'm like, man,
Dude, I have really hate life. Really bad at regular arena, and I don't know how, because they perform pretty well in GVT. I just don't get it. They're like, yeah, or they brag when they hit Master 1, and I'm like, how are you not getting Master 1 on day 6? Like, I get Master 1, like, when I give up halfway through sometimes, like
I would have been Master 1 today, but I lost fucking 8 points. Like, just shit happens, and I'm not even trying.
I'm down like 30 points this week already.
I went through a couple months of like really just trying, and it was just
Although I'll probably
or
go
something
through a
else
perfect day
happened.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care too much about regular arena anymore, just because the rewards, like, there's not even a new unit to grind for.
Yeah,
Those are the last new unit.
I have a renewed interest, loose interest, based solely on wanting more S rank on the alchemy stones to get better agility on my liquid metal armor. Liquid metal jacket, sorry.
remember, if you pick the wrong one, you don't get to reroll it.
That's what I did. I had enough for 6 stones and I bought 5 armor. And then it's like, oh, this one takes clothing. So now I only had 1 shot.
That sounds like the chase I
Missed
know.
your chance to roll. Is that what the line is?
I think it's blow, which is what Pack would do.
Gay joke.
Or cocaine. Pick your poison.
Yeah, but he's like, I choose cocaine.
Wait, did I just call being gay poison? Oh no, canceled.
I've never taken cocaine, but I do enjoy how it smells.
Yes, Pack, you are poison.
All right, 1192. That's gonna hit how hard next turn? Dude, I think he gets 1 shot. Holy shit. I might be one-shotting this guy. Oh no, he's gonna be covered.
What are you talking about one-shotting a team with Zenlon or something?
It's something. You know,
I'm gonna try that tomorrow because as soon as this guy's 130, it's game on. This battle fucking road is going quick. 2 actions, no leadership needed. Boom, done.
Oh, see, I don't even have the banner A rank. It's pretty slow for me.
Yeah, I've got the bird to awakening 1, and I made sure to mention that in the video. I was like, huh, Chase didn't even have the bird. He couldn't even get the Elysian bird. I don't know what the bird does, but it's
I
there.
got the bird from the paid banner.
Dude, that is part of why I fucking rage quit. Like, 6 multis, then 7. It's like, dude, it's not even unusual because long-term DQT players are like, dude, you can't get upset about that. Like, that's just how it is. It's like, I'm fucking sick and tired of that. Like,
Well, it's insane, Chase. The Jamiris that I have, I got from 40 pulls. The paid banner, 10. I got the shop tickets, another 10. Then I did 1 more gem pull, and then I did tack points. 40 pulls, got it to Awaken 2, put a shard on it, Awaken 3, no A rank. And I was like, that's all I can do, you know? I just got lucky, because I got a double off the paid. I did the shop tickets, didn't get the A, didn't get anything. Did a gem pull, didn't get anything. And then used 10k attack points and got him to Awaken 2. And I said, alright, just gonna stop right there, gonna save my resources and just put a shard on. Awaken 3, no A rank. Oh well.
Yeah, you and Kage have both gotten lucky, but like I said, you both have been honest about like, wow, that's insane luck that I was able to get more than 1 copy. Like, when you get the first copy, like, unless you're a literal whale, like, I will spend whatever it takes.
oh my god, the guy has more HP. This is fucking retarded. He's gonna go for this guy just because he has more HP.
That has never happened before.
Oh my god, I need him to go for the Corvus.
More often, but
Back in DQ4, I got 2 Elenas, and I don't think I even orbed her. I didn't like her.
Yeah, if it just had the HP, fuck me, man.
The only useful woman in the game.
Whatever, it's 150.
she was good when she came out.
I'm a bad judge, so I don't remember. I don't know.
Elena's mostly PvE right now. She's
Chase
not
is just
in
like
the
vagina
real
bad.
time or anything.
Vagina bad, penis good.
I'll bring Elena when I bring
Is that a
one of
glitch?
all evasion team. I know it's not perfect, but
It must be a
you know,
glitch.
she usually avoids most.
Isn't he covering?
So.
Oh, she's weak to Sizz, and if someone has a CGM, she's dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, then you kill the CGM first. It depends. I don't know. I don't bring the same team every time. I don't know about you guys, but I've never, like, I think it's changed now. Like, the first year of the game, people were like, I just have an arena team. I'm like, why would you do that?
That's
like, just
different.
find the easiest one.
Does it hit the right one first and then it calculates the others?
People are lazy.
Used to not do this with AoE. Is it yo Chase Kage? Is it me or do you remember AOE hits on a cover unit? Even if you were like if a cover unit was like covering 4 units and it was a single hit of AOE, it would eat all the hits. But if it was like single target and it was a multi-hit ability, then the remaining hits would pass on to the other units. But it looks like here that now they've changed it. Some of the AOE hits actually pass on. Because right here, the Sorrow's being covered, but the Maldragora on my stream isn't. That or it's a glitch, I don't know.
That's weird.
Pack. Get good.
No, this is a good thing. Like, I'm killing... Like, I'm gonna kill the Maldragora, who's not gonna be able to affect me this turn because the cover's not protecting it.
Why are you doing arena at 10 p.m. at night?
He likes to make mistakes.
Well, it's YA. What mistakes? I have Corvus. He could eat the hits
Wait,
from.
you're doing your GVG match at 10 p.m. at night.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. It's YA. They're not gonna cause any troubles.
You had all day to do this.
I just streamed my other arena matches at the talk of my start of the talk with Chase here, but
That was like 2 hours ago.
I guess I've been streaming the whole time. Let me see how long it's actually been. It's been an hour and 40 minutes since I started streaming. So I did that. I did my 10 pull. My 10 pull got I think I got what's the Zap Dragon? I got him and I got somebody else. Yeah, I got him and one other unit that was also an S rank. I just don't remember who.
Anyway, on that note,
But
I've been streaming for 3 hours and 43 minutes, and I'm just beyond exasperated with all of you, so I'm gonna leave. But
well, fuck you too. No, okay.
In my Discord. Have
fun wanking off before bed.
Hutch, you get me.
Yeah.
Alright, later guys.
Well, Hutch, if it ever doesn't
Thanks for
work
the
out with
visual
your wife,
me, man.
you got a guy waiting for you, Hutch. I'm sure he'll be a little bit nicer.
No, thanks.
You still streaming, Kage?
Yeah, I'm still on.
How long are you gonna be on?
I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna play some Gundam with Rye, but I think he's gone now. He got tired of waiting. So I'll probably go downstairs and play some PS5. Play that game that you guys all hate, you bastards.
I didn't hate it. I didn't even know that existed.
2D.
I didn't know that the 2D existed.
I've gone through it pretty quickly.
The game makes you go in it a couple times.
That's weird. I wouldn't be against it. I didn't even know it existed. I was saying that the.
How far did you get into it?
So I'm just playing purely 2D. I'm to the point where I need to get the 6th orb to get to Yggdrasil. So I'm decently far.
Oh yeah, you're pretty far.
It feels like it's because I played the game 3D when it first came out, and I'm doing some of the dungeons now, and it's not as disorienting because it's in 2D only, so I'm not getting lost in the world trying to do shit. It's pretty fucking linear. Plus, I have this weird memory with these games, so I'm able to remember shit after the fact. Years, I played the game 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and I still know where all the orbs are and everything.
Oh, dude, you know how many times I've played Dragon Quest III? I know where every single mini medal is. All 110 of them. I know where they are.
Jesus Christ.
You can't remember your wife's fucking birthday.
I can't remember your wife's birthday, you fucking asshole, Hutch.
Yeah, that goes for you too, fool.
Where did that come from? I know where.
You know this fucker forgot my birthday 2 years in a row.
Oh, damn. Well,
how could you, Hutch?
That's your fault, Kage. You brought that on yourself.
The best was I wake up on my birthday and he doesn't say anything, so I'm like, huh. And then he's like, hey, let's go to dinner later. I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking, dinner is when he's gonna, pull out the flowers, the card, the whole bit. He says nothing the entire fucking meal. At the end, the check comes and I go, here, I think you should pay for this since you forgot my birthday. And he was like, oh, his asshole puckered.
Mistakes were made. Phones.
Mistakes were
That's
definitely
a
made.
calendar. Events. And
If
stuff.
your wife's birthday was only a video game to you, then you'd remember.
Yeah, I would have remembered. Yeah, well, yeah, if it wasn't a game, sure. Definitely would have remembered it.
Gotta name one of the heroines in your game as Lady Kage. And if they have like in-game birthdays or something, that should do it.
I'm not gonna remember a character's birthday in a game. I'm not gay like Hex.
I thought Hex is just into bunnies.
Oh, he's a dog.
Did you see the feedback he left on the main chord?
No, I'm sure it's very, very weird.
Do you
He is.
no, very simple. Very do you remember where everyone else was like, "Hey, more cats, more dogs, more this, more that." People were giving like stupid retarded like joke kind of feedback, right? And he was like bunnies. More bunnies.
Oh, well, yeah, we know why he wants that. Weirdo.
Which, whatever happened to our furry? Did he leave?
He just doesn't talk much.
I don't. Let me see.
He doesn't talk much. You guys need to get him in a voice call. That would be
He's
interesting.
still on the server.
That would be.
Someone gave me his YouTube channel, so.
Yeah, I sent that to you. He had a weird voice, didn't he? Like a lispy voice impediment kind of voice. It's like, oh, he probably got bullied. That's why he hates humans. And he's like, But I don't know. Like, I mean, get him in a voice call. That would be super interesting.
He never talks.
Well, if he did, that would be the way to get them to talk, right? I mean, Nira talked in the voice call for a bit.
Yeah, and that was crazy.
Yeah. And then suddenly, Nira had a lot more to say than usual.
Right?
It's like, oh, we thought you were quiet. Here you're super communicative.
Nira came in voice chat. I wasn't paying attention. I swear to God, I thought it was Foxy. Huh?
No. Yeah. I was surprised you thought it was Foxy.
Okay, I wasn't paying that much attention.
I know. You said that. You said that. I remember. I'm still surprised.
Well, because the voices are kind of similar.
Uh-huh.
Similar, they're similar accents. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
Speaking of people with speech impediments, Piova still hasn't come around.
Does he have a speech impediment?
Probably.
Oh. I forget what's your headcanon and what's real sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I just kind of go with whatever I feel.
Yeah, Kage has an impressive headcanon for like things.
That was the ultimate bullshitter.
I wouldn't know if it's bullshit, but
And they run with it.
Yeah.
Just like Kage runs away from black people.
Oh my God.
No.
It's so, yeah. I've seen it in action too many times to count, but it still surprises me.
People just need to have a mind of their own, but they can't.
People don't understand, like, sarcasm a lot, and they can't tell when he's being sarcastic. Or when he's just fucking, like, they just can't tell.
It's kind of crazy because he's being sarcastic most of the time.
Yeah, but they can't tell when he's totally, like, spoofing. It's weird. You'll have to ask him about the beagle.
Oh yeah, there was this time I tricked people into thinking a woman had sex with a beagle.
Was this the Twitter thing? The live stream? Periscope, yeah.
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 You guys hear about the was it Elon or something going on with Twitter?
I already bought Twitter.
He kicked out like a bunch of people, I think.
He unbanned Kanye.
Did he?
Apparently, he fired the person who banned Donald Trump.
Well, he fired the person. He kicked out.
Unbanned yet, though.
Well, the fact that he
As
kicked
far
that
as
guy.
I know.
Yeah, Trump's not unbanned, but he did fire the person who. Well, he fired the person who bans everybody, right? So.
Yes.
So I mean, by default, yeah, he fired the guy who banned Trump technically, but not
That's
like
awesome.
for that reason
I mean, not that
specifically.
I care if Trump comes back. I just think it's funny that everybody at Twitter who's, a bunch of whatevers, just think they are law unto themselves and they could determine, oh, we like you, we don't like you. Well, now it's like, bye, bitch.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, Trump's Twitter account.
I pretty much was signed off of the whole Twitter thing when I tried reporting a guy that was like, what was it? He's like, oh, remember history and Armenians, you pay attention, otherwise you won't be. Basically, he's like, we're gonna wipe you off the map. Essentially, he's like, that's the type of shit he was saying, and he was like an official, from Turkey or something, and I'm just like, hold, okay. So this is allowed on the platform, but no other politician, dude, because I don't like what he says.
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck you,
Right.
because
So,
you like your
he
rules
can
are
threaten-
fucking
he can threaten
broken.
genocide on the fucking platform,
Like,
and that's cool.
yeah,
But if you
yeah.
say bad words, like orange
Well,
man bad,
here's
then you
here's
gotta
what it is. People can't relate with genocide, right? Like if I told you like my people were like being chopped up, because I do have a family member who was like sent back in like literal pieces. Uh, like if I told you that, like you wouldn't feel anything because it's like, well, you don't have that experience. Like you don't know anyone who's been like chopped up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's not. It's like, oh wow, sorry, I'm sorry, and it's like I get it. Like I'm not trying to put you there, but it's like, but if it's like, oh, I got cheated by some guy or something. Some guy cheated on me, right? Like some girl could talk about that with another girl. Like, oh my God, what did he do? And suddenly it's interesting because it's like, oh, that's something that could have happened to you or one of your friends or whatever. So it's topical, right? Because it's relatable.
Why do you think American propaganda makes everything about America? Like,
Well,
terms of-
every country's like that. It's people are like that. It's what they've experienced, what they've related to is something that they could talk about. Like, and it just
It's pretty huge in America. People
I'll
are
tell you
very
part of the problem and why part of the problem is like that. We are like basically separated from the rest of the world by two oceans. So we're kind of like a little island unto ourselves. I mean, yeah, there's Canada, but who fucking cares about Canada? And Mexico is just this cartel cesspool. So like, we're kind of just by ourselves, and we're not worried about quote unquote neighbors. You know what I mean? Whereas in Europe, everybody's on top of each other and shit. So, like we're kind of more interested. Like you might have an interest in what's going on in the state next to you, but maybe not so much. Same thing over in Europe, right? They're more interested in what other countries are doing because they're right on top of each other, and we kind of don't give a fuck. That's over there, right? So I think that's
America
part of
also pays other countries,
why we're like that.
so we don't get into war with anyone.
well, we have military bases in other countries. That's
shit that we don't know about. I mean, how much does our country do? We don't even know what they're doing. We have no clue. And it's so funny because they're like, "Oh, death to Americans." I'm like, "What makes you think we know what our government is up to? Really?"
I just don't fucking trust anybody in that regard. Because like those people, like I said, I know people that just blame Israel for everything and blame specifically Jews for everything, and it's like it doesn't matter. There could have been an Aboriginal tribe in the middle of the Pacific Ocean 50,000 years ago. There was none 50,000 years ago, but let's say there could have been an Aboriginal tribe in the middle of the Pacific Ocean thousands and thousands of years ago, fighting with another Aboriginal tribe in that same like island kind of thing, right? Like let's say there's a collection of islands, right? Uh, and he would that guy that I know would have blamed the Jews for that war. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. Like it's any war going on in the world. It's for him, for him,
or him just being
for him, and he was like a super Persian like IRCG kind of pro whatever Islam.
Sounds like Ned
Islam dude, and well, Persian guy, and he's like super supportive of the like Islamic government they have there, but so he always thinks any war going on, any place in the world, any protest, anything possible, always the Jews pulling the strings. It's like, then where's the personal responsibility when those people are culpable for what they're doing? You know, like,
Anyone's pulling strings, it's Vatican. Come on.
People who touched you.
It's the fucking Vatican. It probably has more money than anyone on this fucking planet.
Oh, the Jews down the well.
so my country can be free. So my country can be free.
We can be free.
Yeah, you have to do the echo. You got it.
Exactly.
That was a funny. That's back when he used to be funny, huh, Sasha? Kind of.
Right.
I mean, there's a certain degree of cringe to what he does because
Oh,
it's a
God.
weird
He
kind
did
of
that national
performative.
anthem thing. I was like, dude, that's so bad.
Yeah, but I've seen him in like actual TV shows and movies where he's like unironically just being like a dramatic actor, and it was like, holy shit, he's really good at that. He should just stick with that. Because he's obviously
Yeah,
going for these gotcha kind of comedy bits because he doesn't have an act. Because like other comedians could stand on a stage and just with nothing, give them nothing and they kill it on a stage. This guy has to, he has to gotcha. Like it's not just playing the character because the character's funny. And it used to kind of be that. It's like play the character, say a bunch of heinous shit and get people to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then gotcha. It's like, okay, but there are few psychological tricks. People just tend to be agreeable. The average person is just super agreeable. So when they don't know what you're talking about, they just say yes, 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 yes. Usually, uh-huh, uh-huh. And that's just the typical thing. Like people just join in on something and they don't know why. They're just being nice, you know? And it's like you could
Yeah.
easily get someone in a getcha in that kind of scenario. And it's like it's just that's their goodwill and you're just really? I don't know. I just
Yep.
find it stupid. It's like, then you're not a funny guy. Then there's no comedy there. You're pushing for these gotcha moments because you don't have an act. You don't.
Yeah.
Like for me, when I was doing my Borat-like characters, it was
like one time only. After that, it's not funny.
for me doing my Borat-like characters. It was always setting up for like this funny like thing that I could pull off in a class, but it was always related to that character. It was never about bringing other people down.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's
Oh,
weird because
like doing anything to
it's weird because I of all people should kind of like relate with the kind of act that he put on because it's like I've done a similar thing, but it's like no, he's like doing something else entirely, and I just find it despicable.
Yeah, the only thing you two have in common is you're doing like a foreign guy who doesn't understand.
But here's the difference:
You know,
I'm playing a
like,
foreign
English or
guy of
whatever.
my
Other
own
than that,
people.
your approaches are different.
I'm doing a foreign guy of my own people. He's doing like
Yeah.
a Kazakh guy who he could make fun of the Kazakh. He's not doing a Jewish guy. Like he's not doing the like curly hair Jew. Like he's not doing that with a yarmulke. He's not.
The only one I could see doing a Jewish guy.
That's the only thing he hasn't made an impression of at all.
Yeah, himself, right?
No, not himself. Like of his people, because I'm sure he doesn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't. Well, I'm not.
Have you guys ever heard of this little not band but group called the Three Local Guys?
No.
They're like Filipino, Hawaiian. I forget. I think they're Hawaiian or Filipino, and basically they're like in the '90s, early 2000s. It was like stand up, like they had some music stuff or whatever. But it was just basically all comedy, and it was mostly making fun of Pacific Islanders and themselves. Like
That's
how they talk, how they speak, and it was just fucking hilarious. But it's because they also made fun of themselves, and not just the other Pacific Islander nations.
That's kind of the weird vibe that I'm getting from this guy, Sacha Baron Cohen. He's making fun of other. He's not making fun of his own people. It's not his own. I mean, like he's not like with the curly Q, with the yarmulke. He doesn't do that. He doesn't wear that in his normal life. Like I'm sure maybe his parents do. So it's like he has examples that he could like follow. But he's not making fun of himself when he does it necessarily. But at least he would have some sort of analog. I don't know. I just find it annoying that he
What they did was that they really kept it to like the islanders. It was like Samoa, Filipino,
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian. Let's see.
That's cool. They had like a whole group for it.
Yeah, I mean it was like you know all of that. They like did like parody songs like what Weird Al did. One of them they talked about like the rooster fighting, so it's like a rap about how my chicken is better than your chicken. It was just funny. It was just like from that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty stupid, but it's it was funny. They did like crank calls of ordering from like a Japanese restaurant or like, and they asked, they wanted Manapua, and they said, what kind of dog is that in the Manapua? What kind of cat is that in the Manapua? And they're like, oh no, we don't do that anymore.
Anymore? Oh no.
Yeah, we don't put cat or dog in the Manapua.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
And in the phone call, he like just kept asking about the cat. He's like, now is it Felix or Sylvester?
Oh no.
Yeah, and then, gosh, what was it? He called this one place, and he said he wanted the early bird special.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He wanted the early bird special to go, but the early bird special is just a promotion. Like you come in at a certain before a certain time, you get like discounted off. But he was just playing it off that he just wanted to order it to pick it up. He's just acting dumb. And some of these restaurant people that are on the phone with him, they just like get so frustrated they hang up. It's pretty hilarious.
Man, how long ago was this? I feel like people don't do that anymore.
I would say it was definitely 90s, early 2000s. It's probably when all
Oh
this
yeah,
stuff was coming
they're
out.
done, huh? That's over. Huh, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh, they had one skit. It's really funny. I think they're messing with Filipinos with this. It was like he's talking about like how they're in a church and there's a license plate that has their headlights on. So the pastor or the speaker says, "Hey, there's a car that is blocking the driveway, and the license plate is 123 LBQ. 123 L as in elephant, B as in victory, and Q as in cucumber."
Victory. That's funny.
It's just hilarious.
That's fun. Yeah, I wish people could go back to something like that.
Oh no, I mean, like, you say that kind of shit nowadays, people lose their fucking minds. Like, yeah, it's offensive, but it's like, guys, come on.
Mm.
Like, know the difference of actually being offensive and comedy, please.
Is there any zap spell in the meta that I need to be afraid of? I feel like there isn't as much.
A zap spell, probably Malroth's, that's about it.
Hmm.
His is not that strong.
I
Like,
feel
it's
like,
strong, but it's not, like, crazy strong.
yeah.
No, it's more zap breath and zap attack.
Hmm.
Um, Pearl?
Peronal?
She got a blossom. Yeah. Is any of her blossom increased zap? Because she has a zap attack, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, that's true.
But her blossom kind of sucked, so I would guess probably not. But
I guess not.
that's the only that's the only other unit I can think of though is Malroth and her for zap spell. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah, because I was looking at my Zoma's nodes, and I have the opportunity here to boost his a little bit there, but decided against it. How high do you get?
Damage, do MP, HP, do all that first.
How high can you get his wisdom, your Zoma, on
Above 600.
on just in your party? While it's still in
Yeah, just with equipment above 600.
all my equipment, this was kind of chance, but I also didn't try for like triple rolls once when I got the agility. So all his rolls have agility for his equipment, so his only goes up to 599 for the wisdom. But his agility would be at 508 with that full wisdom gear. It would have 508 agility.
My best one that I can do is the king spellbolt.
That's the same one I use. Yeah.
I have a 16 wisdom and 12 agility on it. So that gets his wisdom to 602 and 480 agility.
Have you tried the dark crystal staff? Have you tried the dark crystal staff?
Let's see. Because all my other staffs, that one staff has MP. The one staff that I have 9, 8, 24 wisdom on, it's the one that has no special effect on it, so.
Okay.
Which actually still does pretty good damage. So nice to just have full wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, I might think about that because he scales really hard with wisdom. I did the math and I also did a bunch of testing. And
I
when
think side cannon definitely goes off of wisdom more than anything. Wisdom and spell potency.
I mean, you're max awake, right?
Yes, Max.
Yeah, there's no equipment that I have at all. There's nothing that I have that makes Psy Cannon hit harder than Psycho Requiem at max awake. There's nothing. No leadership, no this or that. There's no matter what, my Psycho Requiem always hits harder.
I mean,
Always.
White King or King Mortimer with the 15.
I have
10
25%.
15%.
I have 25% for with Malluminary. So, but what I'm saying is
Oh,
spell potency, I could give him wisdom up from, a different unit. I could give him spell potency, this or that. Doesn't matter. Psy Cannon always hits less than Requiem. Like, test it. Requiem always will hit harder for you too because you're max awake. I think it's 3 awake and maybe below 3 awake.
With huge AoE does more damage than side cannon.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Yep. But that's for max awake. I think for 3 awake, I think it's about tied. 3 or 4, maybe less. And anything under 3 awake, maybe Psy Cannon hits harder on turn 1. But turn 2, it definitely doesn't. Because turn 2, you get wisdom up and you get spell potency up. And when you get wisdom up, you're basically at. Yeah, with the wisdom up, you're basically at the wisdom cap anyway. So.
What is the wisdom cap?
For Psy Cannon, it's like 555, maybe 540. I let me look it up.
Why is the wisdom cap even a fucking thing?
Money. Your money. They want it. So they need a way to make these units useless eventually, right?
No.
Okay, so Psy Cannon's wisdom cap is 544.
Well, I'm way above that.
Same. But even when I use a weapon that's potency up rather than wisdom up, still doesn't hit. Even if I gave him no equipment whatsoever, Psy Cannon's still not hitting harder than Psycho Requiem for me. So
Alright, I'm gonna take his Psycho Requiem from 0 to 10. How many books? What's the over-under on books I use here?
361 is the worst if you pity everything.
Ooh, 186.
I got like 260 something or something.
I will take under 200 from 0 to 10 anytime.
Yeah, mine kind of sucked, but you know, I planned ahead, so I had a bunch of tomes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the tome thing to come.
Yeah, the typeless is always something you want to go for. Yeah, I stocked up on
I
that.
always make sure I have 200-300 more.
Oh, I got like 1,000 typeless because I was just planning ahead for all these units that would have needed it.
Yeah.
And it paid off, so glad I did that.
Oh, damn, look at the time. It's almost 1 o'clock. Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Night Hutch.
Later.
Good. Good night, guys. Is Kage still there?
He's next to me.
Oh. See you, Kage. You're welcome for your Zenlon there.
Could have been your Shenlong there, but you know, whatever. I'm just messing.
I call him Devagon, to be honest.
Huh?
I call him Devagon because of
Divine Dragon?
Devagon. That's what I call him.
Divine Dragon. Gotcha.
I know.
I never even played the game, so I'm just guessing that that's what it is.
It was D-I-V. Let me find the spelling.
I'm guessing it's a contraction where they just wanted to.
So it was spelled D-I-V-I-N-E-G-O-N. So
It's interesting because in Japanese they call him Shin Ryu,
I just like made the E sign.
which kind of means godly dragon or the true dragon.
Yeah.
So they just call him Shin Ryu, which is like, yeah, godlier. That's why he has a godly breath, is because he's a dragon god.
Oh yeah, I mean that breath.
So divine dragon kind of makes more sense than Shenlong does. I mean, Shenlong
Actually,
reminds you of Shenron from Dragon Ball Z, which isn't too far from what a divine dragon would be. That's what it's based off of. So you could kind of see the inspiration where they got it from for this one. It's the same.
in DQ3, that breath could mess you up. Now, typically he was easier than Zomo, but I mean, sometimes he could just do his breath over and over again and he'd just be fucked. But most of the time he did. Sometimes he would do the pulse work more often than Zomo. Sometimes he wouldn't. But if he ever did his breath a lot, like even if you had the Sacred Bikini on, even if you had
Sacred
all the
Bikini.
equip-
What
Yeah,
unit
that's
does
what
that
it's
go on?
called. It was called the Sacred Bikini.
That's ridiculous.
It had the highest defense stat in the game at like 96.
Why? Why do they always do that?
Yeah, but so like the dragon robes, the light dress, the aurora armor, that all had like minus like to it was like a 25 to 50% resistance or something, depending on the armor, to like dragon breath or like fire breath or just fire in general. The bikini didn't have that, but it had the highest defense stat and it had heal HP while walking around. And in the GBD version, I mean, that was really huge. Not so much in the newer versions, but yeah, his breath could just fuck you up if you did it twice.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you take other Japanese video games and sometimes they nerf the female characters. Here they have the armor doing way more.
Oh no, in DQ3?
No, have you played Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
Hmm.
It was for the GameCube.
Okay.
So it was a spin-off game for the Final Fantasy series, but they had characters in that game and there were four different races and there was male and female of every race. Now, two of the races were kind of humanoid and one was supposed to be the exact analog for human, whereas the other one was like a human like thing. It looks like a human, right? Basically, and it basically is a human. But the one that was a human and the one that was like a human, uh, kind of was a human. Let's just say it was a human too. The female characters for both, but especially the human one, their basic attack was actually slower. The basic attack did less damage because, yes, so it actually did less damage. Not, it was basically equivalent for that one that was the similar to human, and the one that was actually human was uh the anime. You actually did less damage because the animation was slightly slower. So,
I take it you never played DQ3 then?
well, no, I haven't. I mentioned that earlier, but yeah.
So, in DQ3, the females had there's like level ups for different characters, but there were like books in the game, and every little individual unit had a personality, and the personality trait determined your stat growth. So, like, quick, the highest would be agility, it'd be like 140% growth. Quick was like 4 to strength, and 3 and 4 were like baseline. 4 was like 105, 10. 5 was like 110, 115. 6 was like 120, 125. And 7 was like 140. So quick was mostly basic. It was like 4-4, 7-4 agility, 4-4-4. You know, so, and there was a lot of shitty personalities in the game. But like Ladylike, Amazon, Iron Maiden, and then like they all had really good in strength, really good in something, and they had like a lot of the best personalities. And the best personality in the game was it's literally called the sexy personality. In the Game Boy Color version, it was called sexy. It was like 5, 6, 6, 5, 7.
In the colored version of the game, Hutch, just a little racist.
Game Boy Color. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, so now you're saying that Game Boys have color? Yeah. That's all real lot.
It's a real console, Kage.
Okay, I'm sure the Negro console's a real thing.
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Negro over here.
Don't listen to Kage, everyone. But yeah, and they didn't just have personalities that made the female unit stronger. The armor too, like armor that only women could wear. Like the light dress was probably the best armor in the game. It was the second highest defense armor in the game, and it also reduced spell damage to like 30%, and it reduced fire and ice damage by like 50%.
Where's my cat?
Yeah, Kage can't do pulls unless if his lucky cat is with him.
In the kitchen, on the chair. This guy's behind the. Yeah, she's in the chair.
Are you about to do more pulls, Kage?
You got more money to send my way?
No, not right now.
Not right now. Because the only way I'm doing any more pulls right now is if people want to have me pull on stuff, because otherwise I'll wait. I'm in a good position now.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait until.
I was just really glad I had extra gems to buy that rank up pack because I need
3%, 3%.
Yeah.
6%
right now, actually.
plus another 2, 8.
I'm still
That's
sitting
what I
on
was
7.
missing.
Taco deceased.
Anyways, guys, have a good night.
Yeah, but it was funny. They had Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. The female characters actually hit slower for the human race, whereas like the other characters were not sexually dimorphic, should I say? So
I
there's
played the game back in the day. I just don't remember any of that. It was
no, but you wouldn't know because it's like you would either have to pay really attention or you would have had to
which I was. I definitely wasn't paying attention.
or someone online could have like told you the data. Like if you had the data, you would have known.
I mean, because back when I was playing the GameCube, I wasn't really that big online for stuff. I mean, it was, you
It,
know.
it was funny because they went out of their way to program into the game sexual dimorphism of like how human females on average have a slower reaction than men, right? Like they went out of their way to program that in the game, and then for the other races that weren't didn't have these dimorphic features, sexually dimorphic features, they made them the same for the male and female. And I was just like, the programmer made, and I was like, hey, hey, this guy has quality touch here. No, I'm kidding, but it was just funny. And there's another game. Did you ever play? No, you never played second gen, no third gen for Pokemon, but Pokemon Emerald. A lot of people speed run that game. And when they do their speed runs, they like playing the female character. And it's not because, okay, they want to play a female character. It's because when you play the female character, the male character becomes your rival. And every time you face off against the male character, he just has a lot less to say. so, so, so the speed run actually takes less time because the woman talks too much in the game. They literally, I don't know if they intentionally programmed it that way, but but in the game, the female talks more, and it's just like, okay, that's interesting. So you get a wide array with the Japanese video games. They'll intentionally program something that someone might be like, "Oh, that's sexist," and then at the same time, they'll program something where it's like, "Oh, they have bikini armor for the female characters, and it like has the best stats in the game," and it's like, but it's not actually covering her body at all. Like, how would that have the best stat? It doesn't matter. It's like the point is that it serves it's perception, not reality, right? It caters to the male audience, and it doesn't have to be realistic. Nothing that you watch like on YouTube and other things are catered to reality. They're catered to your perception, and that's video games are no exception. So it was just interesting because that's like that's something you could say is sexist. Like, why do the female characters have to be like whatever nakedly clad? And it's like, well, in the other game, they in some other Japanese games, they went straight for realism, and well, a lot of people look at realism and like that's sexist. Like you could say like the strongest male weightlifter versus the strongest female weightlifter, natural or otherwise, and the men definitely weightlift higher, like at like the highest levels. And if you look at like reaction times, like the fastest reaction time people on the planet, like race car drivers, right? Like the best ones tend to be men. Like they don't put the women up against the men. I mean, they technically there's no rule against the women going up against the men, right? Like if they wanted to compete, they could, but they, either can't compete at that level or choose not to even, try because they just don't think they could make it, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah. But it's funny because it's like they went for the realism and they programmed that into the game, and I just found it hilarious because it's like it's a video game. Like, why would you go out of your way to do anything like that? It's just it made, like you're literally better off not choosing the female model. It's like objectively worse to play in that game. I just found it hilarious. They made a new version of it. Sup Seb? We already did our matches. You're a bit late. I think I did polls. I don't even remember what I got for my polls. It was Graynarl and something else. A dupe on something. I don't know what the dupe was on. Let me sort by newly obtained. Okay. So got the Graynarl and one other unit. I don't know. Rank. Let's look through our S units. Maybe we'll jog our memory here. Definitely wasn't like general pool, because then it would have came up in the Awakening Plus. Wasn't Nira. Nira was yesterday. I remember that. Oh, he's Dragon Lord. Yeah, I got Gray and Dragon Lord. So, Dragon Lord's literally useless to me. I remember when I was like, oh, I really want this guy at max awake so I could do the battle road quicker. Now I got Gem Slime. Like, there's no point in me having Dragon Lord in my account anymore.
He's outdated.
Yeah, he's useless. He's not just outdated, he's useless. Like, he shouldn't even be in my account. Like, completely useless. I wish I could get my orbs back. Like, can we chop up old units and extract the orbs from them, please? Like, that would be amazing. I want all my mats back.
No, it's not gonna happen.
No, yeah, they're not going to do anything like that. Not remotely close.
Want you to have children with a woman, that's not gonna happen.
So. Well, wouldn't want to be stuck in your situation. I don't think going through life without kids sounds like a good deal, but, you know, to each their own.
I've got 7 pets right.
Those are not children. I can't accept that. Those
I
aren't
don't care
kids.
if you accept that.
Yeah.
They're better than children, honestly.
Oh, you're gonna make me
If you
cringe.
thought children were so great, you'd have one by now, wouldn't you?
It's just weird because it's like, have you heard like people call themselves like a pet mom or like a dog mom or a cat mom, or, and I'm just like, you're not, no, you're not a mom, you're not a dad. Like, a child is something you rear up and you leave a legacy behind. Like, that child can then possibly, you know, raise another set of children and teach them English or some other language you speak and pass on that legacy of whatever you want to pass on. Like, you can't do that with an animal. It's not the same thing.
No, you can't. But yeah, animals are better.
Record that and send it to your son. Just send it to your son.
My son is gonna get a foot in his ass here very shortly because I am not pleased with his bullshit.
What is he doing? What happened? I haven't got an update in a while.
I mean, he just barely has no time to spend with his mother whatsoever. I don't even know why the fuck he bothered moving here.
Oh. Huh. What's he been doing? Working? Because you said he had that under the table job or whatever.
Yeah, and that's not even full time. The hours he's working are not full time. And, you know, every week invite him for dinner, and every week it's, oh, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm tired. You don't even work a full fucking day. You don't even work 30 fucking hours a week. Get the fuck out of here. You're tired. You just do whatever. I'm so over him.
Like,
right
he won't get like free dinner.
Yeah, I offer him every week. You know, I want to have Sunday dinner, either cook or take him out or whatever, and every week he blows it off, and then last week he was like, well, you know, Sunday's just not convenient because after I finish, like, you know, our chores for the week and stuff, I just want to stay home and, like, relax. I'm like, okay. He's like, Friday night would be better. So what do you think happened this Friday night? Oh, well, I gotta work tomorrow, so, like, I'm tired. I'm like, dude, fuck off. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Your experience with your son sounds like your experience with men in general. That's just strange.
I don't know about that, but okay. Okay.
Well, not in that kind of, like in the sense where it's like you're over them, you're done with their shit, you're sick of their shit, this and that.
Well,
Only
yeah,
only on that
fair.
level. Like you're that way with a lot of the men, I guess you dated in the past, right?
Well, when they full bullshit, then they got to go.
Yep. Yeah. But that's kids' blood, so
I know, but
it's sad.
he obviously doesn't want to spend any time with me. So what am I supposed to do here? You know.
Hmm.
He sure didn't mind getting my place to live though. That was fine. But actually seeing me, guess not. It's because it's not convenient for him. Whatever that means. I think he wants to smoke dope, but what do I know?
I mean, would you care if he did?
I know he does. I'm just saying I think he's smoking so much of it that he's just whatever, sitting at home vegging. I mean, what kid at his age doesn't go out and like you live in Vegas. You go out and party, have fun.
Well,
That's what you do when you're here in your early 20s.
what I mean to say is like, you wouldn't mind if he smoked if he was over, like he smoked and then he had then had dinner or something. I don't know.
I don't care if he smokes. I'm annoyed that he doesn't want to do anything at all.
Maybe you should start it from there. Maybe he doesn't even know that you'd be chill with that. Maybe you should start from there. Just be like, yeah.
No, he knows I'm chill. Listen, before he was 21, I bought it for him. He knows I'm chill.
Okay.
I don't care about that. I care about when it makes him a lazy sack of shit and he doesn't want to work full-time hours and he doesn't want to do anything and it's like whatever.
What does he do? Play video games at home or like
I don't know. That's the fucked up part.
So he doesn't like hiking, he doesn't like going out, he doesn't like.
No, he sits his ass at home and does whatever it is he's doing.
Okay.
And he finishes work by 1 o'clock and goes home and then sits around and does whatever it is he does.
What about his girl? Did she get a job or something?
She's starting here at the end of the month, so yeah, get ready to start. I didn't get her the job, but I told her about the job, so.
So from the last time that you showed me that picture where he came over, up until now, how many times has he came over since then? Or you guys went over there, or you guys went out?
That picture I showed you with her, that was when they first arrived.
Yep.
And let's see, how many times did we had dinner with them?
Dinner, or you gone out with them, or you went to their
once here, right?
over there.
And then anything else? Yeah, he was all pissy. So what? Twice.
You had dinner twice, or overall meeting up twice?
Yeah, no, twice, both.
So, oh shit. So even when
Yeah.
So that was when your brother came over. That's when you guys all hung out together and.
Yeah.
Before that. So that was the last time?
Yeah.
That was a while ago that your brother came, didn't it? Wasn't it?
Well, he's been back and forth. Right now I'm not sure. He was in Sedona, and then I think he's going out to Texas right now. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's flitting about the country.
That wasn't what put off your son, right? You like your brother?
No.
Possibly?
No.
No, okay. Because I wouldn't know. I was just. I have this much information from here,
no.
so.
So, yeah, that's that. So I don't know what's going on there.
On a plus note, Tuki's guild's getting absolutely destroyed, as per usual, by us.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
See, they haven't even faced me yet. It's like, my name's Tuki Cringe, and they haven't faced me. Well, I just changed it to Tuki Cringe, so maybe he didn't even see it. I still need to do sociopath, narcissist, a few others. God complex. I really wish other people want to coordinate with me, but everyone seems to do their own, either nothing or their own name changes if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one has the
Yeah,
no one has the
they're
time
not
to
creative with
troll with
anything.
old Pack.
Yeah.
I'm always up to
Yeah,
my
he did
antics,
his
but
own
no one's
zone.
at that. No one's at that speed where they want it. I mean, I pull enough shit that causes problems always. It seems like.
That's you, Pat.
Yep, yep.
At least you didn't make Aces upset today.
I don't know how I would make him upset today, but or any
You never
day.
know.
Yeah. But yeah, the most recent person I've made upset was just, I guess, Artia and maybe Marcos, and that's it, I guess.
Well, you think with all the money Artia spends in the game, you can find some fucking thick skin.
Well, it seems to be a commonality because it's like, okay, I took on the Nib name, took on the name, right? Like I just changed my account to AW Nib because it's like it's a feature in the game and I could do that. Like I don't need to ask permission. Uh, and it's like, Nib is in a similar situation. Sure, he didn't spend as much as Artia did, but probably within the time frame that he was back, he spent as much as Artia spent during the same time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I took on that name, and all hell breaks loose. I take on the Artia name, all hell breaks loose. I think the only name I could probably take on and be fine is like Peter or something. Like I'm pretty sure he wouldn't give a shit. Like even though he's a whale, like he wouldn't care.
Nobody wants to be Peter, though. Peter.
But Peter's a better player than Artia. He's actually a better player than Nib is now. Like he's decent in his guild. He's climbed. He's competent.
He's in front of the best all day. He's an IT guy. He doesn't.
Sure, he does play these alternate kind of builds for RTM, but he's still competent at the game.
Just picked the wrong build to join.
I mean, you could say that. I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean I could say it? I just did.
Yeah. Who should he join? Should he join with you guys, where he'll be appreciated, part of the Kage crew? Peter? Peter's a pedophile?
No.
No, X's.
Hex. I didn't say Hex. I said Peter. You wouldn't want Peter in your guild?
Oh my god, can't hear you over there.
Oh, you can't hear me at all, huh?
Nope.
He was saying Peter join your guild, not his.
Why would he join mine? He should join mine.
Right.
Right.
Saying
Okay.
He'd be appreciated not hanging out with the child pedo is what he said.
That wouldn't be bad. Yeah. That'd be a nice start. That'd be a nice start, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like when someone gets offended over that, and it's like, are you defending it? Like, it kind of raises the question. Like, what? Little sus there yourself,
I think everybody should be able to have sex with bunny
No.
girls.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah, right. Tied up, gagged bunny girls with police tape around their boobies. Some weird shit, boy.
You gonna max awaken these farmables, Kage?
Yeah, we get around the
Yeah, so you're gonna max Ramia and then spend the rest of the stam on mat materials, maybe? Farming mats?
We'll see. I need some terms.
Oh, you're not out of rank up mats?
I got some. Nothing too bad.
I'm hurting in some areas, but depends.
Many dark ones as possible. Because of that fat one coming, I'm gonna need a lot of them.
Oh yeah, the question mark, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with the amount of free tickets they're giving us, we might just get lucky.
There's so many fucking question mark demons coming, it's crazy.
I hope they don't do that for every collab. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to save every meeting spot ticket for collabs now, like the A rank ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know, at the end it's gone.
Yep. Well, I mean, Final Fantasy probably will be back, given that it's
Final Fantasy.
yeah, it's same company, and so their licensing issues probably wouldn't be too hard to deal with. On top of which, they kind of traded, like Final Fantasy did a Dragon Quest Tact collab, and then Dragon Quest did the Final Fantasy. So it's kind of like tit for tat, whereas Die, it's like, oh, you got to pay the, or they fucking lied too. Who knows? They might have lied about Die. I don't know if it's Bandai Namco who has that manga or whatever, Toei or I don't know, but somebody, they made that excuse for Die. Okay, sure. Even though it's the same, it's still Dragon Quest, but yeah, sure, you're paying whatever licensing for that. You're not gonna pull that same bullshit with Final Fantasy. You're not gonna say, "Oh no, we're paying license." No bullshit, because they did your game too. So I'm not, like, don't give me that, you know. So we'll see if they try to make that argument. If I hear it, I'm gonna snap back. Not at Malcolm, but have him be, the messenger, because that would be dumb, straight up dumb.
When are you getting Zenlong?
Never. I'm not pulling from.
Oh, you've given up already.
No, I never tried. I did the shop tickets and paid pull, and that's it.
So you're treating Zenlong like your dreams of having a family.
I'm treating Shenlong like every other banner, just that I don't want or pull for. I'm just gonna do the paid if he's a good unit, and if I get him, cool. If no, then no. I don't care.
So you're saying he's not a good unit.
Decent. There'll be other better units. I mean, I'm more interested in Summer Jessica because of the charm, and the coup is actually really good for RTM.
You're interested in Summer Jessica.
Yep,
Oh, okay. Well, she's a woman. That's okay. We're getting somewhere.
that's Pixels Kage. Doesn't count.
For you, it's I'll take the ones where I can go.
Hmm.
You tell me you're interested in the.
I'm not interested in Pixel 2D this and that other people are, I don't know, getting their nuts off to. So getting
People are fucking stupid.
yeah. That's them. I don't care. That's their business. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care if they ruin their lives.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't care to, be that involved. Would it be better if they didn't ruin their life in general? Sure, yeah, of course.
Did you do the tact cards?
Yeah,
Both of them?
both.
Yeah. Do you do those the 4 tact card thing? The metal?
I don't bother with that usually. I only wait until there's like a really good deal.
Yeah. I'm debating going more for Erdrick only so I could get like Bear Monster. Because it's like I could get 30 more tact 30,000 more tact points if I go for the first time 4 metal card purchase or whatever it is.
Debating if I want to just spend the extra tact for Zenlon and try and pick up Awakening 4. I don't know if it's a good play or not, but
Are you saving for the 2-year anniversary banner at all?
no. This is
Sup,
what
Drive?
I'm talking about here. I'm saving for the Final Fantasy shit. That's about all I'll say for it.
Dumb work event. What's this dumb work event, Drive? Aren't you in like New York? What dumb work event are you guys doing at like 3 in the morning? 2 in the morning. What is that? Over there, 2:20. Yeah, I did my arena matches. We're chatting with Kage and Chase here for a bit, and also Hutch. But I did my arena matches, crushed those. After talking for a bit, I did my pulls, and then we talked more. Uh, I did a 10 pull, no guarantees on it, but I did manage to get 2 S units, a bunch of A ranks. I got my first copy of Grey Gnarl. Not going to use them, so I don't know. And then I got an Awakening for Dragon Lord, which is practically useless. So, but what we do get is more Mendini medals. So we're at 91 now. Just need 59 more. Not going to use Grey Gnarl. Nope. I'd rather put an Awakening on my Forest Dragon, to be honest, to get him heavy res over 1 Awake on the Grey Gnarl. The unit everyone wants with Shenlong. Yeah, Grey Gnarl's a good pairing with Shenlong. Definitely. I don't have Shenlong, though, so I don't really care too much. I mean, it might be nice to have this guy just to fill a niche when I need it, but I don't know. I'd have to give him the Awakening, so it gets, what, 20% more breath potency. Yes, there it is. And the move up by 1. Honestly, if I was going to build this guy, I would build him for the Frizz breath, because that doesn't seem to be boosted at all by the Awakenings at 3 and 5. So, restores, yeah, no, that's greatly raises breath potency recovery. Okay, a little bit, but the boosted thing is Fulmination breath. Yeah, so Fulmination breath gets the boost at 3 and 5. So if I wanted, I could just make him like a really strong Frizz breath caster, roll his weapon for Frizz, and then surprise a bunch of people who would typically expect him to be, you know, Zap. But because mine is low awakened, he wouldn't be. So that's what I would do with him. That's just my opinion. And then I re-rolled this sword, but nothing looks particularly good. I mean, that's kind of usable. But yeah, let's close that out. Zoma's still looking pretty good. Got a lot of talent points on him now. So he's close to being done with the important stuff, let's say. Kage, did you finish your Zoma's Bloom?
Yeah.
Completely start to finish, you haven't bloomed all the nodes?
No, I'm gonna need one flower to finish out as dark robe.
You didn't grab dark robe?
What's up?
You didn't grab dark robe?
No, because I'll have another flower soon, and I'll just get it.
No. Yeah,
I'm
but
using them right now.
well, what I meant it more like dark robe is actually better than his other ability is frigid wave.
Yeah, but the way I look at it is, I'm gonna have it done at the start of the month anyway, so it doesn't matter which way I went.
How far did you go with his talent points?
I had a bunch of scrolls saved up, so he's got a bunch of levels.
You went straight for the spell potency, I'm assuming, wisdom, agility, HP.
I maxed all the stats in the attack because I wanted to up his CP, and then I maxed out some of the spell potency ones for us. They're just normal spell potency.
So potency, not brilliance, right?
Right, and then I also did some for his weaknesses like Zap and Wish. I upped them a bit too. I had a bunch of scrolls.
Yeah. Seems like mine says I have 242 into his talent points. But that could be a little skewed because it's like if I went for plus 10s, that number's going to look a lot lower than if I tried to spread everything out. Right. So no, so I have 179 upgrades out of a 306 basically.
I'm at 135 of 306, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll tell you what I plus 10'd. I got the HP maxed for everything. I got the agility, wisdom, defense. I didn't touch the MP. I didn't touch the attack. I maxed his sleep res. I maxed the hobble res. I maxed spell potency. Both of those. I maxed the zap and the whoosh res, and then I maxed whoosh physical for like Erdrick, and I maxed whoosh breath for Jamiris. Zap physical again for Erdrick and stuff, maybe Bianca. Zap breath for like what's his face, Greynarl. But then the other ones I didn't really touch much. The crack, the Glacial Doom doesn't matter too much, so I didn't put anything in there initially. But now I'm starting to put points into it. Because it was funny, the other day I was testing Glacial Doom, and I was like, wow, this, even with Brilliance, is barely hitting any harder than Psycho Requiem does on turn 1. And I was just like, I looked at it and I was like, oh, I forgot to put the nodes. That's why I never upped them. Yeah, so I could have got like 8% potency if these nodes are maxed. Well, potency and brilliance, but.
So yeah, my zone's at 182 to 306 now. I just put a bunch of points into this and stuff.
Have you done any testing with them? Had any fun?
No,
Hmm.
I'm not sure if I'm yet because I'm waiting to get the last node done. Just so it's perfect. Ridiculous amount of CP though. I mean, he's almost 7k CP per unit. It's not funny.
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Zoma. Oh, you know what it is? His HP nodes are double that of regular HP nodes on the Bloom.
100.
Yeah. Yeah, he is almost 7k. The only other unit like that is what, Erdrick at max awake? Because he has his own tree and stuff and stupid stuff, really.
Check. I mean, I'm sure Game Vision's races would show you. Give you an idea. I like how to say aces. Aces would be probably determine that this is probably a higher family next year.
Let me check. We have a pulls and flex channel somewhere.
Yeah, look for like one of the bells. Get a good idea.
Have to scroll back pretty far to find it. Which is surprising because it wasn't that long ago. No, that's Judge. His is only 3 awake. 3 awake, and his was like at 6,500. Let's see something else. Rip Gold, Rip Tomes. Okay, Tengetsu's isn't too crazy. Who has a crazy one? I guess people have been spending a little less. I don't know. Or they aren't. Well, I don't know. I mean, Shark Eye had a 4 awake one. He just didn't post it anywhere. Well, it makes sense, right? Because even if they did fix the numbers to be like $80 or whatever it is, it still wouldn't be good for him. Whereas like South Africa is actually cheaper than America is. I'm just gonna check your Flex channel. How's your business venture going, Lady Kage?
It's not.
It's not. What was the what was the hook there? What happened?
I'm not gonna get into it here.
Oh, okay, I'll wait then. Everyone's just posting pictures of their fucking poll. They're not posting the picture of like Max awake, this and that. Like, what the fuck? Does nobody have like one to show off? Like, the one time I'm trying to look for one where people are showing off and they're not doing it. What the hell? Let me check the main cord.
Watch.
No, it's stupid. Check the database if they have it. I don't know. I don't know if the database shows CP. It shows stats, but I don't know if it shows CP.
Show the actual combat.
Yeah, it doesn't show the combat point, does it, Kage? The database?
No, it's on there.
It's not on there?
Last I checked, it wasn't. I mean,
Yeah. No, I'll look through the... What the heck? Nobody. Someone really cut the balls off these whales, man. They don't want to show off anymore. The one time I want them to.
the Lucky Charm sequence be out in the open, don't get upset.
Whatever. I know his CP has to be higher than Zoma's because he has insane base stat total or stat total or whatever. Stupidly high. Supposed to be like 7,000 something. I think I heard Aces mention his was like the highest CP in his account. Probably is, would have to be, right? Whatever. I'm just going to farm my battle road, do other things. I already did my polls. You could pull back on the stream to watch some of those if you want. Trife. We got the polls. We got the arena matches. We absolutely destroyed Yggdrasil. Their entire guild is just absolutely crushed, pretty much. Nothing they could do. Easy 160 with as this guy renamed himself. Yep. So still haven't faced me. I'm surprised. All right. Let me do my sign off here. Anyways, guys, this has been the Pack, and if you want to join the Pack with the Pack, go ahead and subscribe down below. If you like this video, then like this video. If you have something to say, write it down in the comments down below. If you want to support the Arena Chronicles, go ahead and share. You heard BDS. Did I say BDS? I meant YA. Yggdrasil. Anyways, guys, in the Pack, if you want to join the Pack with the Pack, go ahead and subscribe down below. If you like something to say in the comments down below. If you want to support the Arena Chronicles, go ahead and share. Was fighting in people real time with Drakis, giving free ones. Yes, that was Prince David. Right in the comments below. If you want to support the Arena Chronicles, go ahead and share. If you want to see more Arena Chronicles, hit that bell icon for notifications, guys. This is on Twitch. Join Kage's Gaming Discord server for all the best underground DQT conversations, and join my server for all the best DQT guides. Anyways, guys, this has been the Pack, signing out. Peace. Hey!